Here we go. MJ and Froggy. You know, Fester was in here, and then Fester just disappeared. I don't know where the hell he went. And then Roxanne, she called me about, I don't know, half an hour ago with some kind of tire problem. So I had to walk her through checking the tire pressure on her X5. And you know, my X5 is a little different. I guess there's in the stalk, you can push the button and get the tire pressure right from the stalk, and it puts it right in the middle of your dashboard. I had to talk her into going into the info screen, and she's got a tire that's low. Hey, Fester, where'd you disappear to for a few minutes?
I thought we had another minute.
What are you talking about? We have clocks all over the place.
Yeah.
Hey, bring up my Instagram.
Okay.
You got to see the video. I think just posted. I just posted a video. Something occurred as I was walking into the studio this morning. So bring up Instagram and don't touch a thing until I tell you to touch it. All right? So Roxanne, I don't know if you heard this because Fester was just walking in. Roxanne has a tire pressure problem because she got it. What are you laughing at?
I'm looking at this video.
Well, hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I'll get to the video in a minute. Hold on. Roxanne's our number one concern right now.
Absolutely.
Because talking about 7-Eleven feet, I think she was stopping at 7-Eleven to put air in her tires. So she gets in the car this morning and she gets the notification gong, the bong. And I guess it said, check tire pressure, call BMW roadside assistance or something. So instead of calling BMW roadside assistance, she called MJ roadside assistance. So
You probably know about as much.
I probably more. So I talked her through the tire pressure on her home screen in the car, and it turns out that she had like two tires at 40, one at 28, and one at 35. First of all, Roxanne, I'm gonna hit you up a little bit on making sure you've got a good daily feel for your tire pressure in your vehicle. So one's at 28. That means that she's got a nail in the tire. She's got a tack and nail. She's got some shrapnel. So she's got something. It's not like catastrophic, but clearly it's bleeding the air out slowly. So I'm going 99%. She's got a little piece of roadside metal shrapnel in her tire. Hopefully it's center tread and just get it plugged. And that's the last I heard from Roxanne. Now, hang on a minute. Let me see if she's updated me. We'll call her quick.
I say we should give her a call.
Oh, I am. I'm going to give her a call here. Yeah, there's no update from Roxanne.
I've had something in my tire for months.
Yeah, but it doesn't cause a leak. I mean, I've had a nail in my tire for 2 years, but if it's solid,
Yeah, I guess.
if it holds tire pressure.
You can't leave it in there. You got to get your tire
it's
patched.
fun to try to figure out when it's just going to blow off.
No, it's not fun.
I mean, when you live
Yeah,
life,
game.
It's fun when your tire goes totally flat on 275 with like no shoulder area, and then your tire starts going and starts shredding and leaving crap all over the road like you hit some spike strips in an episode of Cops.
I probably have at least 3 cans of Fix-A-Flat and 1 can of green slime in each of my tires. They just slosh around.
Fix-A-Flat. All right, 727.
That stuff works.
All right, calling Roxanne on her cell phone. It's I don't know, surprising she didn't text me back. Hey, I'm back on the road. Everything's okay.
We're sorry.
Oh, geez.
Your call cannot be completed
Wow,
as
Roxanne
dialed.
sounds weird.
Now her phone's been disconnected.
You know what? Roxanne actually
What the
does
hell?
sound like that voice automated person. Hi.
727.
Roxanne Wilderfer.
What the hell?
If she doesn't answer, MJ, we may have to send out a search party. I mean, I'm very concerned.
No, she was going
Your
to
call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 7.
Jesus, what's going on now? Why, Roxanne, call us. Call the hotline. Call my cell phone. Roxanne, where are you?
When I think of things that are in Roxanne's suitcase of skills, putting air in tires is not one of them.
You put like a buck into the machine at 7-Eleven.
No, they take quarters. You got to find ones.
Well, some of them take credit cards. And those little things, they suck.
Yeah, they're awful.
It's like they put out like air like it's a cheap ass blow dryer. It's not like really good solid PSI behind those machines. Hold on, why is she not picking up the phone?
I don't know, MJ. I gotta tell you,
What did they used to call it back in the old Western days when they'd send out a bunch of guys?
A posse.
Yes, we need to send out a posse to find
Your call has been
Roxanne.
forwarded to
MJ,
an
I'm very
automatic
Oh
concerned.
no, I don't like this. Why is she not? Hey, Roxanne, where are you? Because typically you'd be monitoring us, you'd be listening. So, Roxanne, why aren't you picking up your phone?
All right. This isn't good.
A lovely lady going to a gas station early in the morning by herself.
5:30 in the morning, bent over her tire, and probably wearing ridiculously unrealistic shoes.
I don't like this. Hold on a minute. This is...
If she's in the parking lot just listening like she likes to do, that's going to be...
Oh, hang on. It's ringing now.
I
Hang
hope
on.
she is.
Hang on.
I hope she is.
All right, now it's ringing. Hold on. It's not going to voicemail. Hang on. Roxanne, pick up the freaking phone.
Or her abductor. Pick up the phone.
Stop it. Why would you say that? What's wrong with you?
Where is she?
What's wrong with you?
It's as open a possibility as anything else.
Hello?
Oh, man, I don't like this.
Your call has been forwarded.
This is
to
Roxanne's
Son of a...
system 7275.
Jesus.
Roxanne can't come to the phone right
All right, stop doing Buffalo Bill.
Okay,
Stop doing... Excuse me, are you a size 14? No, I'm a size 2. You need help with that tire?
Okay, hold on.
Froggy, stop it.
All right.
Stop it with Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
Roxanne just sent the text.
Okay, yeah, and?
It says, I'll call by back.
Oh, my God, she's drunk.
Whoa.
I think she means I'll call right back. All right, let me take a break here. And then the video that I shot, I had a nice greeting at the radio station this morning when I was coming in. So there's video proof. There's video evidence. Roxanne is apparently alive because she's texting us. So we don't know what the status is of her car, what the status is of her arrival to the show. All right, hold on to that thought, folks. We're just getting rolling. Man, right off the bat, man, we got drama. Right off the bat, it's drama for your mama on the MJ Morning Show at Q105. All right, we'll check on Roxanne's status hopefully next, and then I've got video proof for the big surprise as I came to the station this morning. Next, MJ Morning Show, Q105, just getting rolling on a Tuesday. Pat's got traffic.
Problem-free ride still on the interstates and the bridges. Nothing to report as far as accidents on the secondaries. And that construction that we had northbound on 275 from the Howard Franklin, they picked all of those cones up, and the lanes are all been reopened. Keeping you updated, I am Pat George.
From the Rubenstein Law Traffic Center.
Hey, run down and give him a COVID test. You hear his voice. It's like...
He didn't sound good.
Yeah, make sure he doesn't have COVID, would you please,
All right,
Fester?
Lisa 2023 BMW X3 S-Drive 30i from Fields BMW Lakeland for just $549 a month for 36 months. $6,149 due at signing. Offer ends April 2nd. See dealer website for details.
The biggest and best St. Patty's Day party is at O'Keefe's on Fort Harrison, downtown Clearwater. Tons of green beer and Guinness, corned beef and cabbage. Even cabbage head bowling with Shorty Shane from the MJ Morning Show. Get all the details on O'Keefe's Facebook page.
Managing healthcare for yourself, your kids, your aging parents, it's a lot to keep track of everything. Now you have help. Welcome to Village Medical, a whole new kind of primary care that's a lot more caring. Here, your doctor really gets to know your family's needs and coordinates all their visits, labs, even prescriptions. Plus, you can make same-day appointments or schedule video or at-home visits, all covered by most insurance. It sounds different because it is different. Go to villagemedical.com and become a patient today.
Ready for the good life? Then head for the hills. Southern Hills in Brooksville, just north of Tampa. You'll find a place to call home at our gated community with a nationally rated golf course and all the amenities you'd expect from a country club. Brand new homes by Arthur Ruttenberg and Lennar overlooking the most beautiful rolling hills, starting at the 400s to over $2 million. Southern Hills is the place you'll want to live. Visit sohilly.com and head for the hills.
Hello, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 7. Understand attorney's fees. You've probably heard no fee guarantee or you only pay if you win. This isn't some kind of special offer. Most injury attorneys are paid this way. We get paid this way. There are limits on what percentage attorneys can charge. Our firm charges you nothing, not even costs, unless you get money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Offices in Tampa and throughout Florida.
Skip the big box stores and discover your next treasure at Rustic Love Vintage and More on Dale Mabry and Carrollwood. Rustic Love is home to Dixie Belle paints and products, vintage furniture, unique one-of-a-kind antiques, jewelry, and so much more. You'll find something new every time you visit. Are you a DIYer and refinishing a distressed piece of furniture? Ask about classes to get it done right. Rustic Love Vintage and More, Tampa's best kept secret. Dale Mabry in Carrollwood, next to Velarde's, and online, rusticlovevintage.com.
At Alpha Foundations, we work on a lot of neighborhood homes, and we're proud to share some of what our customers have said about us.
I noticed that my driveway and sidewalk had shifted over 9 inches. It looked horrible, and it was dangerous. I mean, someone could trip. The team raised it up, and it looks good as new and much safer.
Alpha Foundations can lift your sinking concrete. Visit alphafoundations.com to book your free inspection. That's alphafoundations.com.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's 6 miles at 6 a.m. For others, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. With world-class expertise and compassionate whole-person care. Together, we can heal your body, ease your mind, and lift your spirits. Feel whole with Advent Health. Visit yourcareexperts.com.
is the MJ Morning Show on Q105. MJ and the gang here, minus Roxanne. 6:18 here on a Tuesday. We're all together today. Froggy was out yesterday. He had some kind of shelf convention in Orlando. I'm sure that was exciting.
It was what a waste of my time.
Well,
didn't do too well.
You sold nothing?
Yeah, it didn't sell too much. Not too much.
Well, welcome back, Pat.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
We just got a text from Roxanne. Call me. Oh, jeez. Hang on.
Oh, boy.
All right, calling Roxanne, who has tire trouble this morning, has not arrived.
Hello?
Hey, you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Yes.
Where are you now?
I am just...
You know that old Sin song? Remember, where are you now?
Down there. Okay.
Yeah. All alone tonight, I'm calling out your name.
Please stop.
All right, sorry. Roxanne, where are you now?
I'm at the mess by the airport, just going through that and then about to head on the bridge.
You're at the the early morning Veterans Expressway heading to 275 mess?
Yes, it's thicker than when we come through, obviously.
But it's still moving traffic, Roxanne. You're still traveling at 45, 50 miles an hour.
All right, and what's the status of your tire?
I got it filled. I do want to say, MJ, I have to tell you something. My favorite energy of yours is you dealing with a car problem. Like, that is your highest and best form. I like you better dealing with a car problem than I do making jokes on air, than, a bottle of wine with you and Michelle and the crew. I like you a lot when you were helping me with a car problem. That was very nice.
Does it turn you on?
Oh, come on.
And then
I think my car has some issues.
So instantly, MJ goes from your favorite energy to your least favorite energy.
To the creepiest energy. to the creepiest creepster as possible. All right, so Roxanne, her car says tire pressure low or call BMW roadside assistance, and she calls MJ roadside assistance.
I did. I panicked. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was flashing at me. Call BMW roadside assistance. And that's never happened. My tire pressure's been low before. So I immediately called you, and you had so much patience. And I'm like a lunatic when it comes to car problems. I don't know if my mom's car used to break down when I was a kid.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Her phone just broke
Hold
down.
on. Hello. Roxanne, are you there? Is there a dead zone over there by the airport or something?
She's still
on the
talking.
bridge. There is.
She's still on her phone just talking.
Roxanne. Yeah, she's still going. Yang.
Right now.
Roxanne, hello? Come back.
She thinks she's being so witty
Roxanne,
right now.
come to the light. Come to the light, Roxanne. Come to the light.
Right, she's...
The hell?
Drop the line. Call
Yeah,
her
she's
back.
pretty far out there. I thought she was closer to that.
All right.
Hello? The heck's going on here?
Whose phone just drops out near the airport? It sounds like a major problem if that's the case for a lot of people. Roxanne's not having her best morning.
It's a rough one.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy here.
Oh, jeez.
The number you dialed is not a working number.
You know what happened? Dude, 6:20 in the morning is when the cell phone companies shut your phone off for non-payment.
No, hang on. I must have misdialed him.
It's not true.
Oh, yeah, I misdialed the last digit. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get her back.
Hello?
Hello? Oh, I just heard the 20-second delay with the little dun-dun. Roxanne, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. So now I am actually on the bridge. And, so I'm good. So thank you for your help.
All right, here's what happened. For those tuning in, I get a call. I'm leaving my house. It's 5:30 this morning. I'm leaving the house, and Roxanne says, my car's blinking at me. It's telling me to call BMW roadside assistance. And it said something about a tire, right?
Yes, it said the tire pressure was not drivable.
Right. So I walked Roxanne through the info screen in the car. I had her hit the home button, look at the screen, and then find, vehicle status, then go to that, and then find tire pressure. And then it gives you, all four tires. It gives you front, left, and right, back, left, and right. And I'm like, give me the tire pressures. And she's like, 40, 40, 28, 35. I'm like, boom, 28. So, Roxanne, you know that you have a piece of metal. You got a nail, a tack. You got some crap in your tire causing a slow leak.
Oh, Okay. So I'll have to tell them to check that out today.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. They're coming out today?
Yeah, to take the car to do an oil change.
Oh, so Fields BMW is picking up the car today?
Yes.
Well,
They are at the station.
pretty convenient. Wow.
Very convenient.
So again, folks, if you are looking for BMW, I'm going to turn this into a commercial.
Sure.
If you're looking for BMW, there's only one BMW dealership in town that I deal with, and that's Fields BMW. And for instance, Roxanne is getting her regular service interval, the oil change, which is included with when you buy your BMW. You get the oil changes, no cost with BMW and the service. And the great thing about Fields BMW, they're coming to the radio station to pick up Roxanne's X5, give her a BMW loaner, take it back, get her oil changed, get it all serviced and lubed up good, and then they'll bring it back. That's another reason why you buy from Fields BMW and the Gary Gordon team. Fields BMW, tell them MJ sent you. How about that?
Yeah.
That's a bonus. That's a bonus commercial for Fields.
Wow. Pro.
All right, so Roxanne, there's no doubt about it. If you have one tire at 28, and do you know what your tire pressure is supposed to be?
36 on the front.
All right, now did you check the sticker in the door jamb?
No, I know that because the car tells you that.
Okay,
The
all right.
screen does.
All right, very good. And there's also the sticker, the DOT sticker that tells you what the tire pressure is. So you should be at 36. So you have two tires at 40, which seem a little high. Running hot, they might get the 40,
Okay, I thought the back said they should be there.
Oh, the back should be 40?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My bad then. So, yeah, then you have 40 for the backs, and then the front should be what?
35.
Okay, all right. So one is good at 35, and then obviously the front right is the one at 28, right?
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, you got some kind of piece of metal shrapnel in there. Hopefully it's an easy tread patch or plug, all right?
All right.
Yeah, from driving on this Howard Franklin, I'm sure.
Okay, and are you almost here?
I'm at the top of the bridge. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you. All right.
Are we
Roxanne.
going to talk to her until she hits the parking lot?
No.
Drive in.
All right, Roxanne, drive safely, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right.
Wow, you never were that concerned when we're
Seriously,
late.
nobody loves talking to Roxanne more than me, but that's a lot of play-by-play.
She's an alone female at 5:30 in the morning with a tire problem. Yeah, I'm a little more concerned about Roxanne than you, Froggy, at 5:30 in the morning.
She survived that part. Now she's physically driving in her car.
But wait a sec. Froggy is an automotive moron.
Hey, listen, I'm the guy who wanted to test out how long your car would last without oil.
That's
all right?
true. That's 100% right.
And it broke down right on the bridge.
Well, first of all, let me just say I'm very glad that Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs didn't trick her into helping get a couch into that Dodge Maxi van.
I'll get her next time.
Henry, can you help me out? I got a broken arm. Can you help me get this couch into there? I'm very happy that Roxanne is safe, and she'll be at the studio very, very shortly.
What are you, a size 2? Roxanne's a size 2.
Probably. Or maybe a size 0. I don't know.
Are you a size 14 by any chance? Are those heels 6 inches? Was she a great big fat girl?
All right, now, I was greeted at the radio station this morning, and Froggy, you've already seen this, right?
It's just...
All right, Fester, so you need to... Hold on, don't do a thing.
I'm not doing anything.
Well, it's running.
Well, hold on. It's because it's in the feed. I go to your page.
Go to my page.
There you go.
And then when I tell you to click it, but then you got to turn the audio up.
Oh, God.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go and click the audio. Hit it.
Click it.
Audio, go.
Roachy. Oh, nice Roachy. Hi, Mr. Roach. Hi, Mr. Roach. Do you listen to the MJ Morning Show on Q105? Oh, Mr. Roach. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, nice.
I know who that is.
That's Meredith. So Meredith is walking in right behind me, and she goes, ooh. Of course, the word ooh becomes multi-syllabic. It's like Chloe. Instead of saying no, my daughter goes, no, I'm like, no, he's the guy with the arc. So no becomes no, and with Meredith is walking in right behind me. She works on a different morning show now. We had her over at FLZ when we were there for years. And she says, ooh. Here, listen again.
Oh, Mr. Roach. Hello. Oh, hello.
So, did you let him out?
No, and then Meredith was like, "This is off camera because I stopped recording." It's like, step on it. I'm like, no, I'm not getting cockroach guts on the bottom of my New Balance 990s.
I'll step on Reggie.
Not going to happen. I'm not stepping on Reggie the Roach. Oh yeah, so
I didn't know Gino came in so early.
I named it Reggie the Roach. So if you want to see what greeted us at the insect-infected Q105 studios this morning.
This place is a real pit.
It really is. This place,
what is going on?
This place is a dump. All right, so...
Look at that big roach.
That thing is like a grandmother. It's so big.
It is a big roach. Or, in Florida, they tried to reduce the roach factor and call it a palmetto bug. Remember that?
Yeah. It's a roach.
It's a cockroach, man.
That thing better get out of here before they make a new web post.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Gino's going to be all over your ass to post stuff.
Better comment back.
All right. Well, I'll get into that later on. All right, now. If you want to see Reggie the Roach, who greeted me this morning as I'm walking into the Q105 studio, the video is up on my Instagram. And on Insta, I'm Certified MJ Radio. So go to Certified MJ Radio. And while you're there, give me a follow. But my little, what do you call that? The little narrative, the headline I put on there, it says, "Meet Reggie the Roach, a big MJ Morning Show fan on Q105 Tampa Bay." So take a look at what we got to deal with around here. The video is up on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And while you're there, give me a follow. And Andrew, can you also post that up on videos mentioned? Post it up also on mjmorningshow.com. If you're not on Instagram, we'll have it up shortly. mjmorningshow.com. Can we call the exterminator? Can we get
Don't we do commercials? Exterminator. Don't we do commercials for Massey Home Services?
I think that might be. Yeah, I think that's an advertiser.
Yeah, let's get Massey in here. Expect more and get it. Just kill this roach.
Exactly.
Just kill this roach.
All right, 6:30. We're just getting started. What an eventful half hour!
My goodness.
We got tire issues. I got roach problems. I've got all kinds of vermin in this radio station. This place is a disease spreader.
Ugh.
All right, how about morons in the news next? Stand by. Next, in minutes, we'll dive into the early morons in the news on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey. Andrew, you want to
I thought I'd come in and say what's up
at the front door.
Hey, Roxanne.
Let's do some early morons in the news. Oh, you see the Phillies pitcher that smashed his car into a wall? Oh, my God.
Was he drunk?
You know, I've heard of going deep left field.
Way back.
And, way back. And caught at the wall. You know, as the outfielder, rams into the wall as they're trying to make a catch way out in left field, center field, right field, whatever the story is.
It happened in Clearwater then, right? Because the Phillies spring train right here.
Yep. This is a minor league dude. Dude, come on. Don't drink and drive. This is not good for your Major League Baseball aspirations.
No.
So you're a minor leaguer. You're ready. You're waiting to be called up to the big show. Oh, here comes Roxanne. So Roxanne knows all about the big show. I don't know.
Yeah, she does.
All right, so Roxanne,
she waited for that call for years.
Roxanne, when I say you're waiting to get to the big show, what am I referring to?
You're getting called up to the big leagues.
Yeah, because your first hubby
Yes.
was a minor leaguer.
Exactly.
And he never got called up to
No, he didn't.
Never got called up to the big show.
No.
What a chump.
Yeah.
He was a first-round pick, too.
Oh, he was
the Rays' first pick ever.
Your first husband was the
Yes.
Rays' first round pick ever?
Yes.
That's the pick of death.
And was he what position did he play?
Outfielder.
He was an outfielder.
After a couple of seasons, he played left out.
Oh,
sorry.
he had a lot of injuries. He had a lot of
That was
injuries.
good.
Anyway, did you hear about the Phillies minor leaguer that got busted for DUI smashing into a wall?
I saw that.
Here's the deal. A minor league baseball player arrested over the weekend, Saturday, crashed his vehicle while driving under the influence, according to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. They said 23-year-old Connor Ash, that's Konnor, Ash, a Philadelphia Phillies pitcher, was seen driving at a high speed westward on the Bel Air Causeway at about 8:50 p.m., according to Channel 8. Shortly after being spotted, deputies heard Ash crash his vehicle. Something like this, I would imagine. Steve Reich, 3, you're out. Oh, man, come on, dude. Don't come to the Tampa Bay area and drive drunk on our roads, Mr. Philadelphia Phillies minor leaguer. Come on. So they're saying that he smashed into a wall. He crashed through a speed limit sign.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this guy just took out all kinds of crap. So this Connor Ash with the Philadelphia Phillies, he crashed through a speed limit sign and a wall like the Kool-Aid Man at the intersection of Indian Rocks Road and West Bay Drive in Bel Air. Holy, that's right by Bellavino.
Yeah.
That's right by, what's that sushi restaurant you like?
Oh, I love that.
Sakana? What is it?
Sakushi. Sakushi.
Sakuchi?
You go to a sushi place named Sakuchi?
Yeah,
I love it.
Harold Freeman Jewelers used to be in there. I got a hell of a deal on Michelle's 24 back in 1999 over there.
I wonder if this crash is going to affect Connor Ash, huh? What do you got? What do you think?
Oh, you doing play-by-play
I'm
announcer?
talking like a play-by-play guy.
Little baseball action here.
Wagging the wood back and forth.
Welcome to the stadium, everybody. Connor Ash on the mound today for the Phillies.
Looks like Connor Ash going to the wall.
Lovely here in Tampa. Great food, great weather.
In total, the crash cost $20,000 in damage.
Say it like a baseball announcer.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And in total, we got a $20,000 prize here.
That's right.
That's right. You know, Connor Ash is waiting to be called up to the bench to see the judge.
Yeah.
Not to the major leagues. He's waiting to be called up to see the judge with his DUI crash.
And here's Connor's lawyer, the Philly fanatic.
Look at that tongue go.
Look at him go. I love the Philly fanatic.
You gotta let this ute go. What is a ute?
What's a ute?
This is not funny. $20,000 in damage. Ash suffered minor injuries, but required stitches for facial wounds.
I heard he required a couple stitches.
His face looks like a train track.
And how's his pitching arm? Is he going to need Tommy John surgery after this?
He's got Oscar Slaughter's disease on his right knee now.
My God, it sounds like he's got don't drink and drive disease.
Apparently, Connor Ash has carpal tunnel from grabbing the whiskey bottle so tightly.
Deputies said that Ash admitted to driving the vehicle and losing control and showed signs of impairment, including bloodshot and watery eyes, slurred speech, and there was a distinct odor of alcohol emitting from his breath. You know, this is the kind of thing where the Phillies might just let him go.
They could.
What do you mean might?
They could.
I mean, if he's a prospect and he has a chance of starting on the big team, they may keep him and, send him like some assignment or something. But if he's like some hack.
Don't come here and do spring training and drive on our Tampa Bay roads drunk, young man. I'm going to tell you right now. And what's this over here I see in the back of your car? Oh, you got a broken taillight, I see.
Better take care of that.
Yeah. So Connor Ash.
It's got a 5 ERA and a 0.2 blood alcohol.
Oh, there you go.
Nice one.
Let's go to the field for Roxanne Wilder with some hot reporting. She got some breaking news for
Roxanne's down on the home team dugout. Now, Roxanne, go ahead and take it away.
He's been able to strike him out this season, but he hasn't been able to walk a straight line.
That was really. I mean, I'll tell you what.
This guy's a real fireball, and he was drinking Fireball last night. I'll tell you what.
This is getting good.
This pitcher can really throw a good fireball.
I bet you he could drink a pitcher.
All right.
I'll think about the jokes.
I gotta say, when I saw this story, I thought it was like a 3 on the scale of funny, but we really did a good job.
That's what we do.
I know. I'm really impressed with us.
We take a story like this, and we turn stuff into humor.
We turn it into a home run.
I thought when I said the Philly Fanatic was this guy's lawyer, that was the pinnacle of the joke, but it wasn't.
That's
you guys
right.
are so funny.
We hit this one right out of the park.
Nice.
Hey, going.
That's out of here.
It is out of here.
That means everybody gets a free Papa John's pizza. You know the
and guess what? Some Bud Light to wash it all down.
Everybody except for Connor.
Exactly. Listen, nothing funny about DUI, and this guy could wreck his major league career or potential prospect for a major league.
He wrecked the car.
Just like it. Look at that, Roxanne getting in on the play-by-play action now.
Our field reporter Roxanne Wilder doing a great job today.
Yeah. All right, listen, nothing funny about DUI, and this is how serious this could be. This guy could be, jettisoned, could be released by the Phillies, because these teams, they don't like. If this guy is not like a total home run, if this guy's not like the next. I don't know.
Aaron Judge.
There you go. Well,
Judge?
No.
That's not big. Aaron Judge is the.
Who's a recent unbelievable pitcher? I don't follow baseball as much as I used to.
Oh, my God.
Koufax.
Jim Abbott.
Tom Seaver.
Hey, Jim Abbott had one arm. Does it get more amazing than that?
I mean, really, he was the best.
Who was that guy that did the side chuck for the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Well, Todd Williams did a
no.
like that to the
Ken Tekulve.
Raleigh Fingers, the greatest with the handlebar mustache.
Oh, he played for the Oakland A's.
Dude, he played for a bunch of.
Raleigh Fingers mustache.
If Connor wants to get past this, he needs to grow a handlebar mustache
or a Honus Wagner butt cut.
All right, listen, folks, don't drink and drive. This is just a perfect story to remind you: don't drink and drive. What? Wait a minute. What shirt are you wearing? Roxanne, first of all, Roxanne, is that a T-shirt?
Yeah, it's a T-shirt.
Roxanne, you are, why are you dressed like not, you're usually dressed to the nines in here.
Because I don't know, maybe subconsciously I knew I was going to have to be out there.
You are usually dressed.
Listen to me. My tires.
You're usually dressed like you're going to the red carpet for the Oscars or something, and you're wearing a Jägermeister T-shirt this morning.
Yeah.
She showed up yesterday in a miniskirt.
Yeah, yesterday
today
it was a sparkly sweater dress.
Yes,
miniskirt.
and then today she's wearing.
You're wearing a Jägermeister. Folks, you can see this all on MJTV, and we highly recommend that you watch MJTV. If you go to MJMorningshow.com, top of the page, you'll see MJTV, and the whole show is on TV in the studio. And that's Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. Watch the whole show, and you can even rewind it. And if you can't watch when we're live, you can watch it later on in the day. Just go to mjmorningshow.com, and you can click on MJ TV and see all the archive shows as well, and see Roxanne's Jägermeister T. Where'd you get a Jägermeister T-shirt?
I've had it forever. I've had it for, I don't know, since I started drinking Jägermeister when I was like 21.
She probably got it at a bar promotion.
Yeah,
She got it
maybe
from our
so.
promotions department.
But this segment, this Phillies pitcher, Don't Drink and Drive, brought to you by Read my
Jägermeister.
t-shirt.
People make fun of Jägermeister. I like Jägermeister.
I do too.
I've got a bottle of Jägermeister in the freezer.
You didn't drink it back in the day, like in college, so you don't have the revoltness of this when you smell it. It makes me sick.
I don't think that's a word.
Revoltifying.
Everybody knows what he meant, though.
Yeah. I used to drink that stuff, and now if I smell it, I get sick.
Jaeger gets a bad rap, man. I'm telling you, I love the intricacies of 57 different ingredients, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
I like Jaeger, and I've got a bottle chilling in the freezer. I always keep a bottle. Nothing like
drunk.
I'm not a drunk. Talking about it. It's been about a month.
Nobody has Jaeger except for college dudes.
No, I like Jaeger is good.
And then he points out the 57 ingredients. Well, you should go to KFC with their 11 secret herbs and spices.
Didn't Jägermeister have opium in it originally?
I don't think so.
What?
No, absinthe. Didn't Coca-Cola originally have cocaine in it?
That was crack.
Yes, it did actually. So, hang on. Quick break. Man, I didn't get through. We spent so much time with the Phillies minor leaguer smashing into a wall right near Bellavino. Great wine store, by the way. Bellavino in that shopping center right there at Indian Rocks in West Bay. That Brian, who owns Bellavino, he has got a great curated wine collection. Really solid stuff. In fact, I'll probably head out there at some point. All right, 6:51 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Back in a minute, so we have to continue with early morons in the news momentarily, so stand by. listening when you get to where you're going, like work or whatever. You can listen to the show on a whole variety of apps live on your phone. Just make sure you have the iHeart app, the Odyssey app, AUDACY, or the TuneIn app, and just search for Q105 Tampa Bay, and boom, you can stream us. Continue listening to the show. If you like what you hear, listen, it just gets better from here every day. So make sure you take us with you. Also, the My Q105 app, you can download that from your app store. You can go to mjmorningshow.com and click on Listen Live to continue listening. I have an MJ Morning Show warning, and these stories are rampant. We probably talk about these, 2-3 times a year. And guys are so easy. And you realize that out at the clubs, out at the bars, out at, pickup spots, that there are women that are targeting guys. A lot of times they're looking for flashy watches. This is a big deal. Miami has a major issue with this. New York, Los Angeles. Roxanne, you know what I'm talking about.
I've read these stories, and I read one about in New York City where someone did this to a man.
Oh, I've seen a dozen stories out in New York where guys wearing fancy schmancy watches, like Rolex or Patek Philippe or Audemars Piguet or
Invicta.
You
get the biggest watch in the world for like $190.
No, I don't think they're targeting
Dude,
it.
I went to the Invicta store in Orlando, and it's like you buy two, you get 4 free.
They
It
are
was like crazy.
They are not targeting guys with Invicta.
Oh, those are so
They're not
cool.
targeting guys with Fossil watches, okay? No, but I'm telling you, you've got these women that are looking for guys with expensive, Rolex Daytonas, and fancy schmancy watches. And this is a deal. This has happened. There was a watch dealer, for instance. A Beverly Hills watch dealer had like $500,000 watch. Grubel, it's a really exclusive watch. He was wearing like a $500,000 watch and met some woman in a bar, went back to the hotel, and guess what? His watch was gone.
That's what you get for buying that.
Happens all. Look at this. Hang on a minute. Is that the one?
I don't know. I'm looking for it.
I'll look at the $500,000 Richard Mille watch stolen. No, that's Beverly Hills shooting. No, okay. But there are tons of these stories.
A Richard Mille?
No, it's Richard Mille.
It's a Millie.
Richard Mille. Anyway, back to the warning here. This is an MJ Morning Show special alert. We have a Hard Rock story. Now, this is not Hard Rock Tampa. This is Hard Rock down in Hollywood, down in South Florida. But remember that a guy won big at the Hard Rock locally, and he made a big deal and was and remember they followed him to his hotel.
Right.
In the last year, they followed a guy to his hotel after he won big at the Hard Rock Seminole off of I-4, and they followed him and they ripped the guy off. But those are 2 guys, I believe, that followed him. But you got to look out for the women. So the story out of the Hard Rock in South Florida is this, that Broward County deputies say that a Pompano Beach man's entertaining evening at the Seminole Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood did not end very well because a pair of women that he brought back home with him. So the women clearly were working the casino, trying to find some high roller dude. These were professional women looking to rip a guy off, whether it was in his hotel room or whether it was at his house. So this guy brings 2 women back that he met at the Seminole Hard Rock.
Attaboy.
Yep. And they ripped him off. They took a bunch of his valuables. Broward County Sheriff's Office released surveillance footage of the incident, and they just released this actually. Recently, this happened in December, but they just released the footage. They're trying to identify the women involved. The video, which was provided by the Broward Sheriff's Office, shows 2 women just enjoying themselves and getting really comfortable in this dude's home in his townhouse before they ran out of the door into the parking lot. One of the women appears to have a wardrobe malfunction. Some clothing falls off her as she's sprinting across the parking lot. And they ripped this dude off. They took a gun. They took watches. Dude, I'm telling you, watches are the number one thing. Do you know some of these expensive watches the prices of these, some of these Rolex watches, for instance,
ridiculous.
What did the one guy from the Shark Tank buy? Like a
$1 million watch or something?
And he cried over it?
Oh yeah, he
I
bought
wanna
an
steal that thing.
He bought an Audemars Piguet. And he can't even pronounce the name of the watch. He had the dude Kevin Leary. What's his name?
Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah,
Is it Kevin O'Leary?
Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. The dude. There's a video online of him picking off an exclusive, custom, one-off Audemars Piguet watch. And did he say how much the watch was? It must have been.
I thought it was like $1 million.
Yeah, it was
one of a kind.
One of a kind. And the guy's crying.
But wouldn't somebody knock him out on the street and take that thing?
I'd club him right in his bald head.
Will you stop?
$1 million.
Come on.
Just smack that bald idiot and take it.
Come on. Anyway.
It's a wonderful watch, Mr. Wonderful.
This dude at the Seminole Hard Rock, he had, who's this guy here?
I'm watching the news report from Local 10 down in South Florida.
Yeah, who was that guy? He was intriguing.
Well, hang on, you got to put the audio up, dude. Just don't touch the computer. I got it. All right, hang on. So this is the audio from Local 10 down in Miami did the story. Hang on a minute. Let's listen in here. Let me hit play. And
a pair of crooks caught on camera playing a high-stakes game. Police say the women you see in this video robbed a man that they just met at a casino.
So this happened back in December at the Seminole Hard Rock Casino, and that's where we find Local 10's Rosh Lowe live in Hollywood with a closer look at the surveillance. Rosh.
Wait until you see this video. These women were really rolling the dice because...
Wait till you see this video. How many casino puns can I jam into this story here?
Hey, Al Urban here. I used to work with Rush.
Rosh.
Rush, yeah. He was my intern. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
A little bit of a hack.
Nice to see he made it. TV in Miami.
The video is so clear, which makes me believe that their number will soon come up. And
good job.
Their number's going to soon come up, ladies and gentlemen.
How many zingers can he get into this?
Did you notice all the puns?
So we're up to 2, right?
Yeah, we are.
Not in a good way.
Here we go.
Who are these women? The Broward Sheriff's Office, they want to know. These women hit the jackpot, all right.
There we go.
That's 3.
It's up to 3.
Right, cool.
It can happen to any guy. We go out, we drink, we have a good time. You wake up, everything's gone.
So cops say a guy takes 2 women home from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, but he didn't get lucky.
There's number 4, little casino pun number 4.
When he wakes up,
what?
He's mocking this.
He is.
His watches, gun, even his sneakers are gone.
Yeah, listen to this. Let me roll that back. Look what they took.
When he wakes up, his watches, gun, even his sneakers are gone. Now watch these women in this guy's home. You can see him opening the fridge.
This guy has cameras all over the inside of his house.
Clear ones.
The video is like 4K broadcast quality video. He has surveillance cameras inside his condo. And he's got total video on these women.
Maybe a late night snack. Cops blurred his face. It's obviously been a long night. The crooks are taking a big gamble here.
Is that number 5? It's casino pun number 5.
Wow. They are clearly caught on camera. The evening is done. And the women, they get away with the loot. Watch the end here. The women are running away. But odds are they will be caught, especially after this video.
One of the women, her clothes are falling off as she's running out of the guy's condo.
They said odds are. That's a number 1.
Odds are, yeah. Listen, very curvy, one of these women, and she's wearing the skimpiest black dress.
She is.
Has been released.
And she's
the
running with
message here
sneakers.
is clear. Be careful who you take home. You could be taken for everything. And that's after you leave the casino. Cops had to blur the woman running away barefoot. Her dress got caught up in the moment when she escapes. These women now on the run, dealing with the house's money.
There we go.
Is that 6?
That's number 6.
Seven. Lucky
and
number
we're
7.
not talking about the casino.
Is that going to go on Raul's resume tape?
Rosh. His name is Rosh.
Yeah, this is going on his reel.
It's not Josh, it's Rosh.
And when they were inside of the home, these women doubled down.
Yes!
It's number 8, doubling down.
This guy's awesome.
How many casino and gambling puns can he jam into the women, ripping the guys off?
Holy crap.
Went in there, they took whatever they could, and then they split.
Oh! Split!
9!
Split!
Yes!
A little blackjack
Come on.
split.
Kid, he has to get one more. He has to get one more.
You gotta go for 10.
This guy has a gambling problem.
What's the over-under? What's the over-under on one more gambling pun in the story?
But now, police putting out this video, and this guy had really high-end cameras. So if you recognize these women, police want to hear from you. Pick up the phone and call Broward Crime Stoppers. That number is 954-493-TIPS. We'll have more reaction, more video for you at 5 and 6 o'clock tonight. For now, I'm live in Hollywood. Rosh Lowe, Local 10 News.
Hopefully
So close to double digits.
Come on,
Good
Rosh.
for you, Rosh. But listen, at the beginning of this story, if I told you there'd be 9 puns, you guys would never believe me.
Anyway,
Wow.
guys, careful meeting women in bars, casinos, restaurant bars, and then taking them home to your house or your hotel room. There are women that they're packs of thieves, and they target guys to rip them off.
And how terrible was that dog? It's just sitting there watching them take everything.
The
guy's gone.
guy had a dog walking through the condo.
Like, what are you guys doing? You're taking my daddy's stuff.
That's kind of creepy. The guy having like total video everywhere in his house.
Yeah, he's probably like a, I don't know, American Psycho type.
A lot of people are doing that.
You think so? Hey, we have a listener that needs monkey help. I know this sounds weird.
Somebody lose a monkey?
We've got a listener that needs monkey help. Also, there is a local story that came out yesterday. There is a local Tampa Bay story that when I saw this, I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Is this a joke? Am I being punked? Am I being rolled over here? Not just once, but twice. Local story. You've got to hear this, and we'll get to all of that and a whole lot more. That's only 2 little things. We got an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ Morning Show next. We go no commercials, no music, next for 1 hour and 20 minutes. We do it every morning about 7:22, 7:23, somewhere in that vicinity, and that all begins next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Q105, it is 7:24, and hello. This is where we begin an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ Morning Show. Boom. Right now, we go for an hour and 20 minutes every morning. No commercials, no music. It's just nonstop MJ Morning Show content. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. And don't miss this. So if you're getting to work soon or wherever you're going, you don't have to stop listening when you get out of the car. Make sure you then transfer and listen to us on one of the apps. iHeart app, the Q105 app, the Odyssey app, the TuneIn app. You can listen to us live on your smartphone. Just search for Q105 Tampa Bay, listen live, and boom, listen to us on your phone. Simple as that. All right, I mentioned, first of all, the two tease items that I did. What do you find more intriguing? The ridiculous, crazy local story that I'm like, wait, you got to be kidding me. Are you serious? Come on. But it's real. It's true. Or the monkey issue. What is more intriguing?
Monkey. Always monkey. I love monkeys.
So,
dude, can you legally have a monkey?
I mean, sure.
Because I follow a YouTube channel where this guy has a monkey. And the monkey looks awesome.
All right, dude, first, Froggy.
I want a monkey.
So now you follow a monkey YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's called Me and My Monkey or something like that. And
how many?
And he just hangs out with his monkey and does everything. They eat lunch together.
How many YouTube channels do you follow?
I think my last look, I'm up to about 311 subscriptions.
Give me 5 of the different types of YouTube channels you follow.
I follow Darkest Documentaries.
Yeah.
I follow Plagued Moth, which is about well, that one's really about like
Plagued Moth?
Plagued Moth, yeah, he's really good. He talks about cartel dismemberments.
What are you talking about?
I follow Audit the Audit.
What is Audit the Audit?
Audit the Audit is incredible. It holds like police. It's like sovereign citizens recording police.
And
then they reevaluate everybody's behavior.
Basically, they go to federal buildings that you're allowed to film in, and they just wait for people to start messing with them.
I saw a cop pull over somebody who was carrying a walking stick because they were legally blind, and the cop thought it was a gun, and they harassed the citizen, and then the cop got a grade, and then the citizen got a grade for their behavior.
And then Froggy also follows a guy in his monkey YouTube channel.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying.
It's not like Ross from Friends reruns. They splice them all together.
Sort of like that.
Did you guys follow the thing that I sent you during our break or during our little time off we had? The Barbie Jeep crashes.
Oh yeah. Those races are big.
I've never seen them before.
You mean the motorized Barbie toy car?
Yes.
That the little kid sits in?
Yes.
We should start one of those MJ Morning Show Barbie
Hold on, I missed
race.
this. People are smashing. They're doing what? Demolition Derby with Barbie cars?
Yeah, you make your own car or you bring your own car.
And
you roll down a hill.
And there's like a mountain or
in a Barbie car?
Yes. And it is
amazing.
So
Dude, people
adults?
break their necks.
You got to go to YouTube.
Oh,
and
that's
type-
hysterical.
Yeah.
That's some comedy right there.
So it's adults, not kids.
No,
it's not child
it
abuse.
is-
You know, when I think of comedy, I think of paralysis. What the hell is that?
I pulled up a video of it. It's unairable.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, when I think of humor, I think of paralysis. You know? Oh my
Whoa,
God.
look at the number of people watching this event.
This is like at the
Where is this like in Kentucky?
No, it's like the Texas-Arkansas border.
Oh, we got to watch
close.
one more guy go.
Are you kidding me?
Here we
Next guy, here
go.
comes the next
They're
guy.
running down dirt hills in like little toy Barbie type cars?
Yeah.
Oh, he crashed.
This guy
he's
crashed.
bad.
Let's get a good one. Come on.
Yeah. Come on, Fester.
Oh my God.
This guy's lit. Oh.
I mean,
You know,
one guy
hold on,
after-
they're not just Barbie cars. They're like that's like a John Deere, a toy little John Deere.
Yeah.
There's like a toy little plastic BMW car,
Any-
a
Yeah,
little
Range
Jeep.
Rovers.
Yeah.
Any of these little cars that like a little
Oh, here we go. Here we
6-year-old.
go.
All right, look
Here
at
we go.
this old boy. Look at this old boy.
Oh my
He's
God.
He went into the crowd.
There are thousands of people here.
Like, what is this?
Awesome. I want to do it.
All my son and I do at night are watch Barbie Jeep crash compilation videos.
So Fester's on a YouTube channel, and the headline is Most Epic Barbie Jeep Crash Compilation.
And there's dozens of them.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
here we go. Here
Dozens
comes
and
another
dozens
one.
and
No,
dozens
guys,
and
Oh, this
dozens.
guy's going to go. This guy's going to go. No!
You can hear the damn plastic
Yeah,
rattling.
it's so good. All right, I'm sorry to distract you guys.
Come on, guys.
Listen, everybody, tonight when you get home, Barbie Jeep Crash compilation. Watch
my
it. It's the
God.
best thing ever.
I got to talk about the monkey issue.
Yes, please. Tell us about the monkey.
Now, I want to know if this is too harsh. I have a solution for this guy, and he sent me a direct message on Instagram. So, folks, listen. You can. I have all my messaging open. You can email me anything. If you need to get a hold of me, MJ, you can email me, mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's my personal private email. I'm the only one that checks it. Hot tips, gossip. You got some great material for the show. Send it to me, mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's the email. And also, like on Instagram and Twitter, I don't really check Facebook much. I don't like it. But, I use IG the most now. And my messages are open. And if you follow me, Certified MJ Radio, you can send me a message. And this message I got on my Certified MJ Radio Instagram account, and it's from a listener that writes, and I'll show it to the camera. I printed the thing out. This is, you can see, this is a printout from the direct message on Instagram. It reads, "Hello, MJ, from MJ Morning Show. I'm a huge fan of your radio streaming service." And I wanted to talk to you about something that I recommend and would greatly appreciate it if you talked about it on the air. Recently, my daughter has been obsessed with monkeys. Every day after she comes home from school, she does not stop talking about wanting a pet monkey.
Yes.
My
neighbor had a monkey growing up, or my friend's neighbor had a monkey, but it grew too big and started humping everything.
Froggy, let me finish the story.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So the guy's daughter will not stop talking about the pet monkey. My wife and I are trying to tell her things to get her to stop talking about monkeys, but she just will not stop. We don't know what triggered this, but I feel like Roxanne would have a good idea on how to fix this with her pristine parenting skills.
Is that sarcasm?
That sounds like
and
sarcasm.
then in parentheses, he writes, eating mold pudding reference. Thank you so much. So I get this message, and then I message the guy back. I'm like, hey, send me your phone number. We'll call you up on the air. We'll walk through this. We'll help you out here. And he didn't respond back, but to my request for send me your phone number. But he did respond back. So I did write to him. Very interesting. We can address this on the show when we get back from spring break. And, of course, we're back live now. And I said, hey, can you send me an email to mj@mjmorningshow.com? Give me the whole story. How old's your daughter? He didn't email me, but he did respond back on Instagram on Certified MJ Radio. And he wrote, I'd be happy to. She's 11 years old, and we live around the Newport Richie area. And then I said, send me a phone number. We'll talk about this. And he didn't respond back. But so listen,
it's so easy what to do.
What?
Well, now, I think we need to have a discussion here. So he's asking for help from Roxanne and Roxanne's superb parenting skills on how do you talk an 11-year-old girl down off the monkey ledge. The girl is obsessed with monkeys, won't stop talking about getting a pet monkey. And he's asking for your help, Roxanne, but I got to be honest. I think I've got the solution to this damn monkey issue.
Me too. I think I have a good one.
Okay, well, I have some thoughts because I've been through this.
I've got the perfect. What do you mean you've been through? Your daughters want monkeys too?
No, with
Mama.
Titanic.
Oh, Titanic.
Obsessions.
That's right. Obsessions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Roxanne's 5-year-old daughter's obsessed with the morbid Titanic sinking. Go ahead.
Okay, so do you guys want to give your solutions first, or you want me to give mine?
You give your solution
first. It was
first.
kind of funny. Before he even, sarcastically asked for my advice, I was actually thinking to myself, what would I do if my kids got obsessed with wanting a monkey?
Yeah.
And we've been through this with the obsession with the Titanic and wanting the wall decals of the ship sinking and and wanting like everything Titanic and wanting to talk about it 24/7, listening to Celine Dion over and over and over. And so what I would
So your
tell
daughter
him,
just makes you put like My Heart Will Go On repeat over and over and over again?
I mean, last night she took my phone in the car.
Near, far, wherever you are. All right.
She did. They'll take the phone and play a song, and everybody has to guess what it is on the
Does
first.
she
chorus.
laugh when the band is playing and they're all like falling down the deck as the ship is sinking? Is she like
no,
laughing?
She doesn't laugh about it.
Does she have
She's just-
Titanic nightmares?
No, but I do think that she's summoned all these dead Titanic people into our home, possibly. Okay, but she's so obsessed with that. And what I realize is we just kind of let her go with it. It's almost like if you make something taboo to a kid, as long as it's not harmful to them. So I would say just fuel that monkey desire. Just take her to every zoo you can.
Hold on. Fuel? Wait a minute. Fuel?
No. What?
Make it worse? Fuel the monkey desire?
MJ, can I try?
Hold on. If you have my solution,
all right,
I'm
you
gonna
should go first.
I'm going to be so ticked off if you take my
That happens
solution.
a lot. You should go first.
No, you go first.
No, I don't want to mess
All
it
right,
up.
so, Roxanne, you don't fuel the obsession.
I'll tell you.
You don't feed the monster.
I have a family member who, I'm not going to name her. One time,
Of course
she wanted to try cigarettes, or she snuck a cigarette or
Your
something. This
sister.
is years ago. No. And her parent was like, you go smoke a whole pack of cigarettes. Made her smoke a whole pack of cigarettes.
they did that on the
And
Cosby
she
Show.
never did they.
I heard that story.
And she
Yeah.
never had one, never wanted one. They're disgusting. So, just shove it down their throats. Monkey talk all around the house all day. And then she will be like, my parents aren't cool. Why are they? Then I don't want to be like them. So she'll get over it.
No. I'm sorry. That's going to make matters worse. All right, Froggy, what is your idea for our listener that needs our help in trying to cure his 11-year-old daughter's monkey obsession?
Now, have you ever seen the movie The Village?
Okay, all right. So this is not my idea. Okay, go ahead, Froggy.
Now, in The Village, how they kept the kids away from leaving their village is they said outside this certain line, they're monsters, and the monsters will kill you. So the kids were afraid to leave the village, okay?
Okay.
I say you tell the kid, monkeys will kill you and eat you.
Oh, you're getting close.
Yeah.
You're getting close
Play them the audio of Travis.
Oh, that's it!
Oh,
dude,
my God, I'm so sorry.
Dude, that's mine!
No,
that's mine!
I'm so sorry.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
All right, so I'll hand it off to me.
All right.
There you go.
I'll take it from you. All right, here, I'm tagged in now for Froggy.
Team wrestling with these two morons.
All right, listen. If you want, whoever you are, sir, what is his name? His name on Insta is Guac Woo. That's his Instagram handle. So if you want to cure your daughter of the monkey obsession where she's bugging you guys every day to get a pet monkey, you play her the Travis the Chimp 911 call.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, listen, is this bad parenting advice? Is this going too far? Is tough love? Roxanne, you have no idea what the Travis the Chimp 911 call is, do you?
I do. I remember this.
Have you heard that?
Now, is
Yes.
Travis the Chimp, is this like Scared Straight?
I mean, you need to show him the face.
Do you think that I'm being too harsh here?
No.
Listen, this listener is coming to me, MJ, for help. To help cure his daughter of a monkey obsession. She's 11 years old. Every day she comes home from school. She's begging the family to get a pet monkey. And if you want to cure this, you play her the Travis the Chimp 911 call. And it's this woman from Connecticut that had a pet chimp named Travis. And what is this, about, what year was this?
I got to find the attack.
The attack was, 2009, I think? I think the attack was 2009.
Yeah, it was around then.
Yeah. And Andrew is saying yes, 2009. Her friend comes over to her house, and Travis the Chimp attacks her, and it is a nightmare.
Stand for 911. Where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy. 231 Rock Criminal Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up.
All right, I'm telling you right now, this might be tough love. Somebody might call Child Protective Services on me as a father.
I can't believe that sounds like you would think it sounds.
You got to hear this if you want a chimp.
If you want to get your kid off the monkey craze, if you want to stop the monkey obsession, you play her the entire 7-minute Travis the Chimp phone call where Travis the Chimp attacked this woman's friend.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He tried to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Calm down. There's a monkey eating my friend, sir.
That is a
Calm
cure.
down.
You play this phone call to your 11-year-old daughter, well, you might scar her for life, but I don't think she's going to be asking for a monkey anytime soon.
Please, hurry
They're on the way, ma'am.
They gotta shoot him, please! Please, hurry!
Are you there with your friend? I need you to help your friend. Can you go help your friend?
I can't!
No.
He's trying to attack me now!
Is he still there with your friend?
Yes.
Okay, so then back off. Then don't get any closer, okay? They're already on the way.
All right, that's how you cure a monkey-obsessed 11-year-old girl in Newport Richie, right there.
You know how to go even further?
All right, is that bad advice? Is that bad parenting?
No, show her the woman. I believe she survived.
Oh, the woman survived.
She did survive.
The
Oh,
woman,
God.
face.
oh yeah, she had to be put back together like Humpty Dumpty. Though it was,
You show her the interview of her on Dr. Phil.
The woman who was attacked was named Carla Nash.
Oh, I feel so bad for this woman. I mean, all she did was drive to her friend's house, and Travis the chimp, attacked her.
So
but that woman would give Travis wine and Xanax.
Yeah, Travis knew Carla.
Oh, yeah.
But Carla changed her hair, and that might have.
Is that what it was?
Oh, no.
Roxanne,
I don't like blondes.
Are you disturbed by this?
I'm utterly disturbed by this. I don't know if that's the right way to go because that's just
that's
traumatic.
just-
You're
So,
taking the
are
obsession.
you challenging my advice?
You're taking this obsession, this interest, and you're turning it into something very terrifying that was kind of an anomaly. I'm not saying that,
Listen, this guy, apparently, he and his wife are fed up with the 11-year-old daughter begging for a monkey, and I'm trying to say, hey, this is a surefire way to change the subject. She won't. You play her the 7-minute 911 call, and she's not going to ask for a monkey again.
I use that. I use scary. Like I told my kids, if you cross the street without looking, you will spontaneously combust in a fire.
And Luke does not leave the property line.
No.
no.
You'll go up in flames, literally.
There's also like a primate sanctuary in Palm Harbor you could visit and learn more information about.
I just found one. I just found one. ChaseSanctuary.org. Listener tipped me off, and it's painting with the primate. So you actually paint with monkeys.
Okay, I
Well,
don't
wait a
know
minute.
about that.
Wait, so how do they guarantee that they don't rip your face off like Travis the chimp?
They're very
You know what,
sedated.
sir? Just buy your daughter the set of Curious George books, okay?
George gets into so much crap. I never want to see a monkey again.
Anyway, that's my advice. Any comments on the text lines?
Oh yeah, tons of ideas.
Do people like my idea or people chastising me?
Well, one guy, even before you brought it up, was like, play Travis the chimp.
Oh, look at that. So,
Yep. But someone says, buy a goldfish or hamster, name it monkey.
There's a lot of good videos.
A lot of brainstorming here.
I follow a couple animal attack channels on YouTube, and there's a lot of chimp. You can show them a lot of chimp attacks.
All right, now moving along. This is a local story, and when I heard about this yesterday, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is a joke. Really? Do you guys have any idea what story I'm talking about? Local story, an arrest was made, and I'm like, get out. Are you serious? I had to read it 17 times to make sure I wasn't misreading.
Oh.
And then I saw it on the news last night. I'm like, come on, really? In Tarpon Springs, police have arrested a man working in a coffee shop for placing a voyeuristic hidden camera in the men's restroom. Do you know what the name of the freaking coffee store is?
What? Wieners?
Wings coffee?
We Spy Coffee and More.
Oh, God.
See, I thought that was clickbait. I didn't even think that was a real story.
Are you kidding me?
It's for real?
Get the bleep out!
Hey, sounds like one of Jay Leno's whole headlines.
This employee at We Spy Coffee and More in Tarpon Springs was cuffed and stuffed by Tarpon police because he had his camera phone set up in the men's bathroom to record guys that apparently he found attractive. This is nuts. I think he was getting video of that as well. So this happened, I guess, on Saturday. Tarpon police arrested a 31-year-old guy, and this is where it gets even more ridiculous. The guy's name is Spy.
What is happening?
Stop.
This isn't real.
Yeah.
Is this on The Onion?
No, this is on... Everyone has the story. It's all over the place. Channel 13, Fox 13, Channel 10, Channel 8. Everyone's got the damn story here. I don't know if I saw it on Channel 28's website, but I'm sure it's there. So on Saturday, the Tarpon Springs police, they arrested a 31-year-old guy by the name of Spiridon Vulgaricus.
Is that Irish?
The guy, I don't think so. The first name is spelled Spyridon. The guy's name is
Greek.
Spiridon. Yeah, it's Greek. So listen,
Tarpon.
It's Tarpon Springs.
It was a joke.
So Spiridon The guy's name starts with Spy. S-P-Y. The name of the coffee shop is We Spy Coffee and More, and they're spying on guys in the bathroom.
Now, is Spy the owner of the place?
I don't think so. I think he's just a worker.
So you open a place called We Spy. You hire a barista named Spy, and he's arrested for
spying on guys that he finds cute and attractive and videoing them in the bathroom of We Spy Coffee and More.
So what's the more? That's what I want to know. What else is going on at that
Listen,
old
let me tell you. Let me tell you right now.
We're going to call this place We Spy Coffee and Wieners. No, let's go with more. Let's just go with something else.
That'll look weird on the brick and mortar.
All I'm telling you, right. Let me give you a few more details, and I got some other thoughts on this. So the guy, this 31-year-old Spiridon Vulgarakis, this guy was charged with battery and video voyeurism. And apparently how this all unraveled is one of the customers was using the men's bathroom, and he saw the camera set up underneath the sink. So the guy that was being videoed, he goes out and he has an argument with Vulgarakis, the employee. And then when the cops interviewed him later, he admitted to placing the camera inside the bathroom to video apparently guys that he said he found attractive. This is from the police report.
Okay.
This is from the affidavit. Quote, the defendant advised that he placed his phone in the bathroom under the sink to record men he found attractive. The defendant advised that he knew it was illegal to record people using the bathroom. He admitted that he recorded about 10 people, and now the detectives up in Tarpon Springs, they're asking any man that used the men's bathroom.
Who's hot? They have to be hot.
I mean, if I walk in there, I'm fine.
Yeah,
He's like,
you're
oh,
good.
God, I'm not going to tape that.
Here's
back.
your coffee, Lance. So you look like you have to use the restroom.
He didn't roll video, or if he did, he deleted your video right away, Fester.
Use that. Use the restroom right there.
Do you have to go TT? Right there in the corner.
You know, coffee's a diuretic. Means you got to go.
This dude's Spy, this Spiridon, he admitted to Tarpon detectives that he videoed like 10 guys, and now the cops in Tarpon Springs are saying, if you're a male and you use the men's restroom, since February 13th, to contact them at 727-938-2849, because you might be on candid spy camera. I mean, really.
I wouldn't even care.
I thought this was a joke, that this guy was videoing men in the bathroom, and the name of the coffee shop is We Spy Coffee and More. Well, let's live it up there. Hey, it's truth in advertising, right? I got a couple of questions here. What if this place was called We Murder You Coffee and More?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Like, we stab coffee.
It's only appropriate.
We dismember you coffee and more. What?
So,
we strangle.
MJ, you're
coffee.
let's say somebody gets
and
pulled
more.
over for like a DUI, right?
Yeah.
And the cop asks, how many beers have you had? What's always the answer?
Two. Only had a couple of.
Okay, so when you're busted for voyeurism, the answer apparently is like 10. Oh, only like 10. He probably has like 150 videos in like 2 months. How many guys went to this coffee shop and used the restroom?
You guys have to have a big glass of water before you come and drink coffee here. Big glass.
Hydration's number one.
I'll take the Grande Monday Stande.
Go ahead. And you look like you had to use the restroom.
I love our audience. Andrew just informed me in my ear that we have a guy. Oh, he hung up.
Oh, no.
What happened?
What was his name?
Hold on a sec.
Was the guy was he joking with us, Andrew?
Is he back? Andrew just informed me we've got a guy named George calling in that knows the spy guy.
Oh, knows the guy.
Is he back?
Wow.
Because he dropped. What happened to him? He was on hold and he just dropped. I wonder if he was a real caller. If
did he say his name was Hang Up Jones or something?
Yes. My name is Click.
If anyone knows this spy guy, or if anyone goes to We Spy,
Well,
where do you get that name?
Well, no,
How do you
no.
come up with the name? We Spy. What?
It's like We Spy Coffee. Oh, I Spy Coffee. It's like the I Spy game. It's not like we spy on coffee. It's not like a sleuthy type of place. It's like,
No, they
I spy
spy
coffee.
on you in the bathroom. Yes, this coffee. No, that's just a perk.
I'm glad it's not. We spit in your coffee and more.
It should have been iCup coffee. Do you guys know how to spell iCup?
I see you. Oh, good one.
It's
I see you pee.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe I don't love this audience as much as I. No, I'm kidding around. No, but a guy called up and told Andrew that he knew this guy's spy.
That was really good. You missed.
Come on, why'd you? Hey, and the guy's name is George. Hey, why'd you get cold feet? Call us back, George.
You don't like my iCup coffee idea?
I think ICUP is hysterical.
It's brilliant.
800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Man, you talk about the Tampa Bay area being the butt of some of these jokes with some of the crazy stories. The whole Florida man thing. A coffee shop where the guy is recording men in the bathroom, and the name of the coffee restaurant is We Spy Coffee and More. You got to be kidding me.
There are probably plenty of butts in those videos. You're right.
True story.
I still pull down my pants at the stall all the way down to the knees.
Stop it.
And I haven't stopped since I was a kid.
Hey, Andrew, do you believe that the caller was real and just got cold feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for
What
that.
sounded authentic about him?
Very convincing, Andrew.
Thank you. Thank you for the full thank you for the detail.
He didn't say anything for me to believe that he was a fake.
Yeah.
Did he ask if your refrigerator is running?
Hey, Andrew, after the show, you and I will get a cup of coffee. I have a place.
All right, moving Andrew, you're a man of very little words this morning.
It's all right.
You know, we do a radio show.
It's all right.
He's doing good.
All right.
You asked a question, I gave an answer.
Are you?
Leave the jokes to us. There we go.
I love it.
Everybody has a role.
All right. I've got a gas station convenience store warning deal. Do you know? Remember some of the crap that was sold at the gas, and it wasn't really like your reputable places. It wasn't like, Circle K, 7-Eleven.
Like the independents.
Yeah, it's your independent, the gas station convenience stores where it's a one-off. They're generally kind of dirty-ish. And
Are you talking about like the rose that was like
Yes,
a crack pipe
right.
or something, or like in a vial?
So the little glass pipe that had a little rose in it, that was a crack pipe.
Yeah.
They're selling
It's
crack
obvious.
pipes, right? But also, what about some of the, like the K2 type things? Froggy, you know more about this than anyone, right?
Well, those K2s, yeah, those spices where they kept them on the shelves just by slightly changing
Yeah.
the
So
ingredients.
these are these like hallucinogenic. These were the drugs that
All
were
kinds
being
of pills and supplements
yes,
and stuff. they sell.
supplements, pills, all kinds of crap was being sold at a lot of these independent, convenience store gas stations, and they were staying ahead. This goes back probably 10, 12, 15 years. They were staying ahead of Florida law because the legislature would ban these things.
They weren't supplements. It was like
they were drugs.
It was like potpourri.
Okay, so they had those kind of, but they also had like every kind of ED medication. It was like the most aggressive name was like Rocket Man.
So,
And do they have like bath salts and stuff too?
well, I think
bath salts are just bath salts. You get them.
I think bordering on that, but here's the deal. The way that these manufacturers of these really drugs were keeping ahead of Florida law is they would change one ingredient and then the law wouldn't apply. And these were some of the things that people were buying at gas stations and these convenience stores, they were turning them nuts. They were going on like naked rampages through the street. This was some crazy stuff.
I tried to eat Big Lou's couch.
No, you didn't. You never tried gas station pills, did you?
Salvia.
Oh, yeah, that's a salvia.
Salvia, yeah.
You tried it?
I told you.
Yeah.
I
Oh, that's right.
I flew around Big Lou's house, and
we did a big segment on this.
Couch.
I thought his couch was a big Werther's caramel, and I started to try to eat it.
That's right.
And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I want this caramel."
You thought that Big Lou's couch was a Werther's original?
He has a big caramel colored couch, and I start licking it, and then I started thinking I was a baby naked flying around his house, and then I saw the werewolf from the Three Little Pigs.
What?
Dude,
It's just a wolf.
It was crazy.
It's not a werewolf. It's just a wolf. Yeah, Roxanne's right.
Froggy's version.
Why would you? What is wrong with you that you would
Lou
take?
told me it felt like you have like 5 beers. And I did
Why would you take a pill?
It wasn't a pill.
You smoke it.
Whatever the hell it is, whatever you
It's
bought.
very bad.
Why would you ingest anything from a dirty gas station counter?
I don't know. I was pretty dumb back
wrong
then.
with
It was
you?
like 20 years ago.
The reason
Don't do
why
it.
reason why I'm bringing this back up is there's a whole new deal going on. And do you know what gas station heroin is?
No.
Oh, no. Now what?
This is insane. There's something called Tiana, and it's one of the brand names of what they're saying is a potentially really dangerous supplement, and it contains tianeptine, Tianeptine, that gives users an opioid-like high. So there's Tiana Red, Tiana White, and it's called gas station heroin. And it is being sold at convenience stores and online, and it's getting users totally high and hooked. They're becoming dependent on this crap. Oh, God. The pills contain tianeptine and are sold under names including Zaza Red and Tiana. It's Z-A-Z-A. Is that Zaza or Zaza? Zaza Red. And they're being sold as a dietary supplement to help improve brain function and to treat anxiety and depression.
Oof.
But these pills lead to what they're saying is an opioid-like high, and some users are getting addicted to these pills.
I don't like how they're marketing them to children because my kids love Tiana.
What's that? Tiana. What's that?
Tiana,
the princess
from the Frog and the Princess.
Oh, I never saw that.
That sounds like the dumbest movie ever.
Right,
about a frog and a prince?
Let's go to
the best.
Princess.
It's one of the best.
Let's go to phones
It
on
is
this.
really good.
Let's see if we can get some calls. Has anyone seen this? Is this being sold locally?
And if so, tell us where.
I'd like to know because
no way, dude. It sounds terrible.
Mississippi became the latest state to enact a ban on tianeptine, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Boy, when Mississippi bans it, you know it's bad.
That'll take effect on July 1st, so I guess you can still buy it and get hammered until July 1. But there are bans in place in Michigan, Alabama, Minnesota, Tennessee, bordering Georgia, Indiana, and Ohio. I don't see anything about Florida. So is this stuff being sold in Florida? If anyone knows, 800-990-1047. Just, hey, I'm giving you an MJ Morning Show warning here. So if your kids or anyone you know, if they've got these black jars of Tiana Red or Tiana White,
or what's the other name?
Or red jars of Zaza, Z-A-Z-A, this stuff they're saying is like taking an opioid. And I got to believe that this stuff is being sold at, oh, look at the phones. Boom. All right, 800-990-1047. Has anyone taken this stuff?
Yeah, is anybody on it right now?
They're calling it gas station heroin.
Dude, you're just going to make people want this.
No, listen, I'm educating people. Who takes a pill that you get from a dirty gas station convenience store?
Oh, I don't know. People looking for an alternative to real heroin?
Yeah. Heroin addicts?
800-990-1047. That's how you get in. If you've seen this Zaza or Tiana, if you've seen these pills, 800-990-1047. Have you tried them? Do you know anybody? Now that I'm mentioning these little plastic jars, black labeled Tiana, red labeled Zaza, have you seen anyone with these? Because it says dietary supplement on the container, but the cops are saying that this will give you like a heroin opioid-like high.
I love to get my dietary supplements at gas stations.
You know what I used to take? You know what I used to take a lot of?
It's a hot tip right there. Yes, Frog.
Back in, the early radio days, I used to pop those Vivarin. Remember those?
I've taken those.
Those make you feel like you're on speed.
God, I never took Vivarin. I don't.
And then I would take a Tylenol PM at night. It was really uppers and downs.
You just wreck your body. Like I don't take any of the. I don't drink any of the energy drinks.
Oh, I take about 4 a day.
5-hour energy. I've never done that.
Oh, because you just don't need it because you're too good, right? God, you think you're so great because you don't need coffee. What are you, a robot?
Let me grab phones here. Margie's in Winter Haven. Hey, Margie, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi.
All right, Margie, do you know about this stuff?
Yeah, I worked at a convenience store that sold it, but in Polk County over here, it's called Kratom.
It's called what?
Kratom.
Oh, you're talking about Kratom.
Hold on a minute. How do you spell that?
Kratom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Froggy, you know what this is?
Yeah, I've heard of that. I see signs of stores saying we have Kratom. I don't know what it is.
Kratum?
Yeah, Kratom is for opiate abusers, and it's supposed to help them get off of it. But I've known
No, you go to a methadone clinic for that.
Yeah,
Not to a gas station.
If it ain't green, stay away from it.
Oh my! Say it again.
If it ain't green, stay away from it.
If it ain't green, stay away from it. So that's an endorsement for marijuana and not like opioids.
Plants over pills.
Right, true leaf all the way.
Oh man, have you ever tried it?
Hell no.
Hold on, you don't know if you.
She said hell no.
Oh, you said.
I thought she said I don't know.
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh, you said hell no. So does the convenience store where you used to work? Obviously, this was a one-off mom and pop, or this wasn't a chain, right?
No.
All right, and do they still sell this?
Yes.
And how often?
Shops here sell it.
Hold on, say it again. Hang on, what?
A lot of the smoke shops.
Yep.
Sell it. A lot of the mom and pop convenience stores sell it. And it's a legal way for people to do opioids without them doing opioids.
That's unbelievable.
So then if you get hooked on that, you can't find it at your local gas station, then you just buy the stuff on the street, and then you're onto heroin.
Exactly.
How many bottles would you sell a day when you worked at this convenience store in Polk County?
It just depended on who come in there and who didn't.
Hey, Margie, thanks for the call. All right, I'm going to go to another call here in a second. I would like to speak to anyone who's been on this. Anyone that's hold on. Can you expand Dustin's on hold. Dustin took it a long time ago. All right, before I move on, if you want to get in on this gas station heroin deal, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Dustin is in Weeki Wachee. Dustin, you took this?
Oh, so I took kind of a different pill. It was from a 7-Eleven back when I was like 20. I'm 30 now, or 32 now. I rode dirt bikes growing up. I still race dirt bikes now. I took a concentration pill from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, but I don't know if
all of these pills are designed
on everything.
Hold on, say that again.
I was zoned in on everything. It was really scary.
Sounds like Adderall.
It does.
So you're not endorsing it.
How many times did he take the pill?
The one time, because it was intense.
Cool.
So it was a bad experience, and you only took it once, and you didn't like it, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right, Dustin,
I don't think
thanks.
that's great.
Appreciate the call. You know, I didn't think that, like, the reputable places like 7-Eleven, Wawa, Circle K, I didn't think they got into these pills and supplements that you find at the kind of the
smoke shops. The smoke shops have it.
Or the gas station convenience stores that are, kind of like the dirtier one-off places, Those
are the best.
Let me grab Rob, and then I got to move on. Rob is in St. Pete. Hey, Rob, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
How you doing today?
Doing well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just calling about this stuff they're calling, that they say is like heroin, that they're saying is kratom. I drink kratom every day. I'm 60 years old. I've been drinking it for 8 years. It does not do what they're saying. Like, I've never had heroin, but it doesn't do that to you.
Well, the stuff we're talking about is Tiana or Zaza, and is this kratom, whatever it's called, is it in the same category?
I don't know about that other product, but when that lady said kratom, I had to call because it's so ridiculous. So many people drink. Now, they do drink it to come off of drugs, like an opiate, but it doesn't make you super high where you don't know anything, where you're just, out of it.
Why do you drink it, sir?
I drink it because I enjoy it. It's in the coffee family of products.
Are you buying it at like a convenience store?
No, I go to the kava bars around Tampa.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't think the kratom it's probably not the same stuff as the stuff they're calling gas station heroin.
No, I don't think it's the same stuff.
Yeah, this is a pill. Kratom doesn't come in pill form, does it?
You can get it in pill form. It's a leaf that's grown in Southeast Asia that they crush up into a powder and they brew a tea out of it, and you drink the tea. Now, whatever this other stuff is, sounds completely different.
Yeah, that is. I don't know if it's the same as this gas station heroin that we're talking about. So
You sound like you're talking about ayahuasca.
Rob, thanks for the call. I do appreciate it.
Look at Rob coming to the defense of kratom heads
He's all
everywhere.
offended.
Like, I've been doing this for 20 years. I feel fine.
I think he might be. Hey, today's Pie Day. No one brought it up.
Oh, that's right.
My favorite is apple.
It is 3.14159, right? That's as far as I know.
Oh, it's not like National Pie Day?
No, today's actual Pie Day.
Oh.
And, it's also Albert Einstein's birthday today.
Is it?
Yeah.
What did that guy really do? Please,
seriously.
talk about overrated.
Talk about terrible hair.
And the reason why today's Pie Day is because it's 3/14. It's the 14th of March, so 3.
We figured that
14159.
Wait, I don't get it. Explain it more. What?
Frog, you don't be a wise ass. So.
And tomorrow's Ides of March.
And of course, what is it? The ratio of the circumference of a circle is pi, right?
I have no idea what it is.
Paul, you have no idea what pi is?
No.
He knows a lot about pie. He doesn't care about that one, though.
I whipped up an Oreo pie the other day.
Yeah, I'm sure
so
you-
good.
I'm sure you did.
So good.
Are you guys ready for a blast from the past? Are you aware of Paul? I missed this because we were still flying in. We were flying in from LaGuardia on Sunday night, so I only got to see like the last 3 awards on the Oscars because live TV on my JetBlue flight was busted. So I couldn't watch the Oscars beginning at 8 o'clock. I mean, I was on the airplane at 8 o'clock. I could have watched the Oscars from the beginning, but the JetBlue live TV deal was busted, wasn't working. So I didn't get to watch. But apparently there was a joke made at Paulie Shore's expense.
Yes.
Paulie Shore, folks. Paulie Shore. What, Encino Man and all of his high-quality movies.
Dude, I love his movies. Son-in-Law?
I mean, he did a lot
so
of
good.
movies.
In the Army now?
There was a while Paulie Shore was in a lot of things.
But here's the deal. Paulie Shore was watching as 2 of his former co-stars from Encino Man won Oscars on Sunday night.
Wait, who else won? Rudy?
Dude, Brendan Fraser won Best Actor for The Whale, which was incredible.
Is it really that great?
It was fantastic. The Whale is incredible, and the prosthetics, he was incredible. And Michelle and I watched it about a month ago in order to vote for the SAG-AFTRA Awards, because I'm a SAG-AFTRA member, and I was like blown away. I thought it was fantastic, and I said, boom, and we watched, all of the Best Actor. We watched a ton of movies, and I said, hands down, Brendan Fraser wins Best Actor, and he won in SAG-AFTRA, and also he took it home for the Academy Awards. But in Encino Man, Brendan Fraser was in that movie, and then the guy from Everything, what is it? Everything
All at Once,
Everywhere,
Happening Now.
whatever.
Ooh.
That was also a great movie. I can't pronounce. I don't know the name of the damn thing.
Who was
Everywhere, Always, All at Once, whatever the hell the thing. That movie is also incredible, and that swept the Oscars. The Asian guy, how do you say his name? Ke Kwan? Is that how you?
So everybody knows him as a child actor.
Yeah.
He was the child the kid who was in, like, not the Raiders of the Lost Ark, but one of those Indiana Jones movie toward one of the last ones. He was in Goonies.
Right. Okay.
He was in Encino Man.
He's a kid from Goonies with slick shoes?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Andrew says that he was in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because there's a scene where
He was the
Harrison
driver.
Ford actually hugs him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him. I love a good comeback
Well,
story.
here's the deal. You've got 2 co-stars with Paulie Shore that just took home Academy Awards on Sunday night. And what the hell's Paulie Shore doing these days? And Jimmy Kimmel makes a joke at Paulie Shore's expense. Here's the audio.
This is, I think, a great piece of Oscar trivia. 31 years ago in 1992, Brendan Fraser and Ke Huy Quan were in a movie together. Remember which movie it was? Encino Man. 2 actors from Encino Man are nominated for Oscars. Okay? What an incredible night this must be for the 2 of you, and what a very difficult night for Paulie Shore.
Oh.
Oh, whatever. I heard you were an awkward weirdo when you worked here.
Ooh. Yeah.
Jimmy
Kimmel was a menace when he worked here at Q105 back in the 90s. Seriously.
Yeah, a real awkward one.
Yeah. Anyway, so Paulie Shore was not see about this.
No, he wasn't.
Dude, he's going to be like depressed now.
Roxanne, do you have any idea? Fester knows where this is going. Fester knows exact. Froggy, do you know what's about to happen?
I was part of the history. I was there during the Paulie Shore time.
The voicemail.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Do you remember? Paulie Shore. Roxanne, you don't know this.
No.
Paulie Shore left me a voicemail.
Oh, do you still have that?
Does he still have it?
Dude, it's queued up and ready to go.
Yes. It made it on one of the CDs, I think.
I pulled out one of the crotchety old man CDs. It was on one of the CDs.
But did we must have called him.
No, we did not.
Or we talked about him?
We talked about how bad Paulie... I don't know. I can't remember how it transpired.
He was on the show at one point.
Paulie, listen to me. Paulie Shore did some terrible TV show on Fox. Do you remember what the name of that was? There was an...
Was it called So Paulie or something like that?
I can't remember the name, but there was I think it was on Fox in like the mid to late 90s. And I'm sure if you look at his IMDb, we can find the name of the damn show.
Well, I see the Paulie Shore show.
So
it might have been that.
But it was on TV.
On the MJ and BJ morning show, we were, I think, reviewing the new Paulie Shore show and saying how awful it was. It was terrible. And Paulie Shore was flying into Tampa for something. And somehow he got into a discussion with the flight attendant on the flight. And the flight attendant said, hey, there are some guys here in Tampa that were busting you on the radio the other day. Something like that. So a flight attendant threw us under the bus to Paulie Shore, who was flying on the airplane. The next thing we know, Paulie Shore left me a voicemail on my radio station voicemail over at FLZ. Roxanne, you've never heard this.
I have not.
Listen to this. This is Paulie Shore. So here he's mentioned again at the Oscars. And then
poor guy.
Should I play this first, or should I tell you what Paulie Shore's response was to the Oscars jab?
I want to hear them both. So in 1997, he had a sitcom for one season named Paulie that was on Fox.
That was it. That
terrible
was it.
reviews.
It was awful. It was terrible. And we were talking about how bad it was. And then he leaves us a voicemail because he heard we were talking bad about the show. So here is the actual voicemail that Paulie Shore left me back in like 1997. Listen to this.
1 new voicemail message. To get messages, press 2.
Hey guys, this is Paulie Shore calling. I just flew in, and I heard from one of the flight attendant guys that you're bashing my show, which isn't cool because the show's fun and cute, and I don't know. You should put out positive energy in the airwaves, not negative energy. There's too many negative things going out in the world. It'd be nice to actually have you guys say some nice stuff about people once in a while instead of being mean all the time. I don't know. You should just be nice. It's nice to be nice to the nice. Right? So say nice stuff about it next time. Okay? All right. But dude, the show sucks. No, it doesn't suck, man. You suck! Piece of crap!
To respond or forward,
I love him.
I
like him.
Paulie Shore leaves me that message on my voicemail.
He sounds like he's talking to a 3-year-old.
It's nice to be nice to the nice is a quote I'll never forget.
It's nice to be nice to the nice.
It's nice to be nice to the nice. The show got horrendous reviews. We watched it, and we were just commenting on how bad the show was.
Imagine what the flight attendant told him to get him riled up like that. Imagine what details she gave him.
So
or it could have been a he.
I have always held a level of respect for Paulie Shore just by the virtue of him picking up the phone and giving us a call and leaving a message and sounding reasonably sane through 98% of it.
I don't dislike Paulie Shore.
No, absolutely not.
I do not dislike the guy.
But I've seen interviews with him, and he really is like depressed because he was on Joe Rogan. He was talking about how he wishes he's like, back in the day, man, I was on top of the world, and now nobody cares about me. He was saying stuff like that, which is obvious. I mean, who cares really? But he was in a bunch of movies back to back in the day.
Paulie, just run your mom's comedy club and be happy.
Is he running the comedy club
I
now?
don't know. But
No, he doesn't.
Mitzi Shore's like the biggest name in comedy, right? Like, she ran the comedy club out in L.A.
Was it
or one of the comedy store?
One of the comedy store comedy. It was one of the comedy clubs
one
on
of the big comedy
on
clubs.
Hollywood Boulevard, I think.
His mother started more careers than you can imagine, including probably his.
Well, he commented on this, and Paulie Shore was not very happy with him being the butt of the joke at the Oscars on Sunday night. And again, this is just like the voicemail he left me. He said, so he spoke to, who did he speak to?
I would love to be a joke at the Oscars. That's incredible.
It'd be like if MJ and Roxanne just got hired to do the morning show, the number one morning show in the world on a million stations, and just left me and Fester behind.
He spoke to Page 6 at the New York Post, and he said, we love to hate people when they're on top. People wanted to smash me down, and they did. I was always nice to everyone, always cool. I put my heart into all my films. You're buying and selling a human being.
All right.
Human beings have feelings.
You're a comic.
It's not like selling real estate.
Well, now that's offensive to real estate agents, right?
Yeah.
All right.
He said it's a big deal. I'm happy for these guys. We did a movie together years ago, and I'm glad that people still talk about it 30 years later. It's crazy. I do truly miss acting, and I miss being on set. Hopefully it happens. It's about just dreaming and hoping. He's like begging for a comeback. I don't dislike Paulie Shore.
He deserves it.
I mean, I find the guy likable, actually.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry, we were just reviewing his awful TV show back in 1997, and then he leaves me that voicemail.
He makes it sound like he's sort of blackballed from the industry.
Yeah, why can't he become like a detective on Law and Order?
Why can't they
reinvent himself?
Why couldn't they have made a Rudy Rudiger? What's that guy's name? Sean Austin?
Yeah.
He was in that movie.
He was in Encino Man. Yeah.
Do you remember when John Travolta could not get arrested?
And then he got
Pulp Fiction.
That's right.
And then he came back, and then boom, Pulp Fiction was the comeback.
Quentin Tarantino,
Yes.
he had a very hard time making that decision.
Listen, is it out of the question? And especially now with his two former co-stars from Encino Man.
Yes, it's out of the question.
Why,
He's not going to do anything.
Tell me, why is it out of the question that Paulie Shore couldn't have a comeback?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to follow him right now on IG. If he gets a really good Instagram following, maybe someone will cast him in a movie. So he's up to 344,000 followers.
How did Brendan Fraser? I want to know the backstory.
Fraser.
How did
not Fraser?
How did Brendan Fraser get that? How did he get that? Did he audition for that job? How did he get taken seriously?
You want to talk about somebody who fell off the face? He was George of the Jungle, wasn't he?
Well, that was his comeback.
He made joke movies.
This whale movie, is his massive major comeback.
Yeah, but how did he get the gig? Why aren't they like, well, God, didn't you do a movie with Paulie Shore? Dude, get out of here.
Well, I don't talk about that right now.
That could be a really good fact.
Man, I'm getting some great emails, folks. I want to share another email that I got yesterday. Listen to this. OMG, you got to read this. Okay. You got my attention. So this guy sends an email. This is from Jimbo.
Hey, Jimbo. Hey.
Jimbo, thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show. Jimbo sends me an email yesterday at 7:15 p.m. So look at the turnaround, man. You emailed me at 7:15 last night. It's on the MJ Morning Show this morning here on Q105. So I get this email from Jimbo to mj@mjmorningshow.com. And he says, hey, MJ, my wife is a CNA, and one of her clients recently turned 90. Today we learned that her daughter placed her profile on a dating website. What?
Oh, my God.
I mean, literally, the guy goes, WHAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA why, because she lives alone, she's incontinent, and uses a walker.
Oh.
Surprisingly, in one day, she received 3 responses from men.
Oh, wow.
I'm really into incontinence.
Can you believe this? I don't start listening until 8 a.m. daily. Jimbo ought to be listening right now. Hey, Jimbo.
She must be super hot.
So they put up this 90-year-old on this dating platform.
Incontinent in a walker, and you got guys wanting to go on hot dates.
What's incontinent again, where you have trouble holding your bladder?
I love when your teeth fall out in my mouth when I'm kissing you.
Incontinent means like bathroom issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, who didn't know that?
I was just
Hold
verifying.
on. What
They're
the-
allergic to cotton.
I didn't hear what you said.
It's
What,
just a funny
Roxanne just
word.
wanted a definition on
Yeah.
the word. That's
hold on.
all.
I'm sorry. I missed that.
Incontinence. I mean, it sounds
You didn't
like
know what incontinence was?
It sounds like you haven't been to all the continents. You've only been to North America and South America, maybe.
I'm waiting to cross off Antarctica.
You didn't know what incontinence was?
I had a strong feeling, but I wanted to verify. I was 90% sure for that 10%, and
Thanks
for
for-
any listeners who weren't sure.
Thanks for putting it out there.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if you've got it, if you're on a dating website, there's somebody that's into it.
I
So,
love pee bags.
so is she going on a date?
I don't
I want to see her.
I want to meet these three guys. Let's set these guys up. I'll have like Froggy in a wig.
That's some crazy stuff. Hey, also, doesn't March Madness kind of begin today?
So there's a couple of like play-in games, and then like it starts in earnest on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
But there are a couple of games. Aren't there like 4 games today or something?
A couple
Yeah, man. It's just, I love basketball so much, man. It's like
Froggy's a big
March
Madness.
They call me March Madness Michael.
Yeah, right. We did for years. For years.
Have you done your brackets?
Roxanne, is there a reason why you sent me this March Madness vasectomy story?
No, I just know that it's a big thing. The guys get vasectomies at this time of this year, so
I've
they
heard
can.
that too.
Yeah,
No, she's
Why?
right.
so they can chill.
You get this weekend coming up is the most basketball because there's basketball all day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you schedule your old.
This is a
Snip,
deal,
snip, and
really?
snip. Oh,
you
it's a thing.
You schedule your snip for tomorrow, Wednesday, right? It's like the biggest days that.
What, because you're going to be so involved in basketball, you don't have time to like have relations with your wife?
No, but you have to sit down and rest for a couple of days. I'm going to sit down and watch basketball for 5 days.
You're just going to be on the couch watching March Madness. Oh,
So
I see.
You get the boys snipped, and the doctor says, all right, take it easy for a couple of days. Great, I'll do it while I'm watching March Madness. 4 days of nothing but back-to-back games.
Watching all kinds of balls.
Oh, I mean...
And yours are no longer bouncing.
Froggy.
That's hysterical.
I mean, he's got so much to watch. The basketball. My friend had one of those done, and it went bad. That thing was the size of a basketball.
Wait a sec. Your friend had a vasectomy?
Yeah, he took
and
a
there
picture
was
of
there
it.
was a problem?
He's like, look at this. I'm like,
He's sending you a picture of his junk?
yeah.
This doesn't look right.
And it was like, I don't know, it was like the size of my head.
Are you serious?
It's like, that thing is.
I wonder, could we go to phones? Could we ask like men and women? So, ladies, did your significant other get a vasectomy at the beginning of March Madness? In a particular year? Or guys, did you get a vasectomy during March Madness? 800-990-1047. Let's go to phones. I don't know what kind of calls we'll get on this thing, but let's see what we can dig up here. 800-990-1047. Vasectomies, very popular just before March Madness and all the basketball games on television. 800-990-1047. So, ladies, did your husband get a vasectomy just before March Madness? Or, guys, would you like to tell us if you did? 800-990, or if you know somebody. 800-990-1047. So, Roxanne, the story you sent me, this is one of these study find story, that vasectomies are even safer than scientists previously thought, according to a new study of more than 90,000 operations. This could be good news for many of the men looking for an excuse to watch March Madness this year. It may seem like an odd pairing, but vasectomies and March Madness are actually a match made in college basketball heaven, with surgeries typically skyrocketing during this time of the year. It's the perfect time to relax at home and have something to do while you're recovering. There aren't many sporting events like it, with back-to-back days of multiple games to watch, says Alexander Rozansky, medical doctor at the University of Texas Health San Antonio. He's a urologist. More than 500,000 men in the United States get the procedure each year. And Dr. Rozansky, is that like Dr. Rosen?
Yes.
Dr. Rosen says that he first noticed this interesting connection during his urology residency. A 2018 study backs it up. finding that men typically schedule a procedure either at the end of the year or in March.
Yeah, because the end of the year, you have all the college football going on.
Holy crap. The story says that a vasectomy is a 10-minute clinic procedure?
Yeah, it's so much easier. Like if you're a couple and you're saying, "Oh, who should get fixed, the man or the woman?" It's so much easier for men.
It's 10 minutes? You get a vasectomy? Man, that's like drive-through oil change, man.
What's that oil change commercial where like it's so fast the guy has to race out and he spills his coffee on himself?
Yeah.
It's like that. No, MJ, in the next 2 days, Thursday, Friday, there's 32 basketball games. 64 teams, 32 games over 2 days. You're going to do nothing but watch basketball. And then...
That's all I'm doing.
Then it goes down to the Sweet 16 on Saturday and Sunday.
Didn't we used to do some sort of March Madness thing?
We used to do Moron Madness.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We did Moron Madness, which was great.
Yeah.
I love Moron Madness. Hey, what's the deal with Lady Gaga's chapped lips?
Yeah, I saw that.
Can someone explain to me what the... So... Lady Gaga sang at the Academy Awards. And again, I missed it because the live TV on my JetBlue flight was not working on Sunday night when we were coming back from New York after landing from Scotland. But I read the story yesterday that fans were like obsessed with, and they were bothered by apparently Lady Gaga singing at the Oscars, and her lips were chapped, and people were freaking out about her chapped lips.
Yeah, they really were. And what she was doing is, you can see a photo that Fester has pulled up there. She went with no makeup. So she was totally barefaced when she did her performance.
Oh, God, she looks like me with no makeup.
I think she looks great.
Really, really bad version.
No, she looks good.
I think she looks great with no makeup. I'm looking at the still picture from her Grammy appearance. I think she looks real and natural. I think she's even more attractive without makeup on than all the heavy duty spatula makeup they put on her.
Yeah, her makeup that she does looks weird most of the time. But she sang her song "Hold My Hand" from Top Gun Maverick.
So she sings her song, no makeup on, good for her, and she also had nothing on her lips.
Did you say Top Gun Maverick?
So I was in a hotel, and I went to dinner with some of my crew, and we had wine. And I went back to my room, and I'm watching those awards, and there was a guy singing with a woman, and he had hot dog fingers. I'm telling you, I don't know if I was hammered. Look up, I swear to God, and it was the worst performance.
You want me to Google hot dog fingers Oscars?
I need more
was
details.
I that hammered?
This was on the Oscars on Sunday night.
Yes, and a guy was wearing all white. I'm trying to remember. I had about a bottle in me. And I walked back to my room, and I swear to God, I'm like,
so this was when you were in Orlando this past weekend for this hardware and shelving convention.
Yes. Right. And I'm watching it, and I swear to God, the guy had hot dog hands. Am I wrong?
I don't know who you're talking about. Okay, so I type in Oscar and white suit, and the only thing that comes up is
type in hot dog hand, not white suit.
Rihanna performed. It wasn't Rihanna.
No, who was the person that wore like the big white cloud outfit that blocked everybody's
that was a problem as well. So some woman wore the most ridiculous. It was like she had a giant like cloud halo that went 3 feet to either side of her and up in the air. And whoever was like 1 through 12 rows behind her couldn't see anything.
I don't know.
It was
who
the most. This woman. What the hell's her name?
Her name is Thames.
Oh my God! Look,
who is she?
Read that.
Okay. Hold on.
All right, hang on.
We're talking about 2 things.
Oh, sorry. No, we're talking about 3 things. We're really talking about. We're talking about Lady Gaga's chapped lips.
Yeah, but look at the hot dog hand.
When he moved his arms, he revealed that he was wearing hot dog fingers on his. What is this?
Look, read it. It's that's the guy who performed.
Who is it?
What's his name?
Sue Sang.
He had I told you I wasn't.
He literally had hot dogs on his fingers?
Yes, I'm talking about this long. So I wasn't drunk.
Hold on, he inserted his fingers in real hot dogs?
They look like real hot dogs.
So watch David. Hold on. This is
Dave Byrne. That's who it is.
David Byrne.
No, dude, David Byrne. Come on.
I don't know who this is.
Talking Heads.
Okay, again, I don't care. Watch David Byrne perform with hot dog fingers at the 2003.
Look at that! I told you.
Oh, it's David. Yeah, David. It's David Byrne.
Are those real hot dogs or are they just
No,
prosthetics?
that's prosthetics.
No way, those are real hot dogs.
Why is he doing that?
One of them is bending.
Those
Froggy.
aren't David Byrne's real.
I thought they were his hands.
No.
Don't they look like hot dogs?
So
he's got prosthetic crazy.
And he's a heck of a performer. Who
No,
is
he's
this guy?
not. David Byrne.
He can't sing.
Dude, he's the lead singer of the Talking Heads. What are you talking about? David Byrne. I love David Byrne.
Well, he needs to talk more and stop singing.
Once in a lifetime? Come on.
What's the deal with
Same
the
as it ever
singers?
was.
Same as it ever was. Hot dog.
Can we play the song that he sang at the Oscars?
Yeah.
No.
Listen to how terrible this song is.
It's from that movie Everything Everywhere
It
All at Once.
sucks.
All right, fine. Roll some of the audio. All right, so this is from the Oscars on Sunday night.
This is our life. Every possibility. From destiny. I choose you, and you choose me.
Oh, he's got his hands behind his back. He hasn't exposed hot dog fingers yet.
He's hiding
He's
the Oscar
hiding it.
Myers.
He's waiting for the big hot dog finger reveal. There it is. Oh, that because it.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen,
I feel like I'm at a wedding reception.
David Byrne is one of the most talented musicians, writers, singers.
Well, he's
incredible.
a little off key.
Yeah,
Guys,
he's a little eccentric.
can I get back to Lady Gaga's freaking chapped lips?
What is it exciting as hot dog fingers? 'Cause
I
think
want
hot
those
dog fingers.
fingers.
is more-
Suddenly, I don't care about her chapped lips. I only care about hot dogs. If she would have taken a hot dog and rubbed it against her lips, it would have moisturized them.
Hot dog. It has to do with the movie. It has to do with everything, always, all it. And what's
Was it a movie about hot dogs?
Everything, everywhere.
All right, what's
all
the
at once.
name of the damn movie?
It's about everything.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Right.
Sorry, I'm a bum.
My hot dog has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R.
All right, stop.
My hot dog has a second name. M-A-Y-E-R.
All right, thank you. Thank you. David Byrne is one of the talented
You thought that was
musicians
good?
of all time.
You thought that was good, honestly?
I didn't say that was great.
Yeah, that was a little.
Hold on.
The song he was nominated for an Oscar for kind of sucked, but
Phones are ringing on this. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Andrea.
Hold on. It's Andrea?
Yes.
Hey, Andrea, go ahead.
I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once last night, and the hot dog hand was in the movie.
Yeah. So it's a throwback to the movie. Was that movie incredible?
It was great.
I got to watch it again. There was so much going on in that movie. I have to watch it a second, maybe a third time to try to figure it all out. But I thought the movie was fantastic. So Festa, the hot dog hands. I didn't know what Froggy was talking about. I didn't know that he was performing this because I missed it. I didn't get to watch the Oscars until the last 20 minutes because my plane didn't have live TV.
My last name's Burn, but don't burn my hot dog finger.
I saw that Oscar viewership was up big time.
Was it?
This year over like by 20%.
Wow.
And I completely credit Will Smith with that.
Yeah.
The only interest I have in the Oscars this year, because I didn't watch it for a
Did you
decade.
think that Will Smith was going to make a cameo appearance?
No, but
Yeah.
he's
Was he
at
there?
the bar for
He-
drama.
He's been banned for a decade.
Oh, that's
Hey, Andrea, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Andrea.
Have a great day. Yeah, so Froggy, I didn't know
Well, now you know.
Now I know it was the hot dog fingers from the movie with the crazy long fingers.
See, you weren't blackout drunk, Froggy. You were right.
No,
I was like, what's happening?
I didn't put two and two together. Now I put two and two together. All right, Can we talk about Lady Gaga's chapped
Yes.
lips?
Please.
People were freaking out about Lady Gaga because she was singing, and people were more interested in her like chapped and cracked and like little skin like falling off her lips. So why didn't they put some like moisturizer?
Well-
what about some chapstick
Well,
or
no.
some? How about some Blistex?
Rub some meat from her meat dress on her face.
She literally said she wanted to be raw for that performance, and her lips were raw and chapped.
God, she's so needy. Why does she always have to be so like? Oh, who cares if you're not wearing makeup?
I think that her au naturel, I think she looks great.
She looks like
Because I didn't see this because I didn't get to watch it. But now that I'm looking at the images of Lady Gaga at the Oscars, I think that without makeup, she looks I think she looks great.
Hey, Hal Herbert here. You know,
Yes, Hal.
Lady Gaga, no makeup. That means her makeup is Lady Gaga. What'd you think about that one? Does that deserve a quack quack?
No, that was a terrible
She had to take it off with glue be gone.
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
It's two terrible jokes.
I wanted to get in there.
Thank you, Goldie Showers.
Are you guys done with this?
Hal Harmon and Goldie Showers here are running the show.
Hey, Roxanne,
Yeah.
are you a reusable water bottle person? Are you one of those people that carries around like one of those plastic water bottles? Like Yeti makes one. Fester, you have the water bottle cups all the time.
I use these metal cups all the time.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. It just depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I just get the styrofoam cups down the hall for water.
There is this is a very specific thing. A styrofoam cup or a paper cup, those are typically, one usage vessels, and you toss them away. But lots of people, and I know people that do, the people that carry the water bottle everywhere.
Yeah, and
it's like it's glued to their fingers like hot dogs.
My wife has that new accessory for like the white girl wardrobe, the Stanley cup with the handle.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Hold
that.
on, what's the white girl wardrobe?
Oh,
We talked about it on the show.
These bougie.
That's right.
Stanley makes a cup,
Yeah,
but it has a
yeah.
handle on it. So
but
every mom wearing Lululemons dropping off Becca to school has to have a Stanley cup with a handle on it.
So much oh my God.
They put your name on it.
So the reusable water bottle, which we all know people that are attached to these things, they have a water bottle at work. They've got a water bottle if they're walking through Publix.
Every
They've
kid
got
has one at school.
But here's the deal. The water bottles are filthy. Your toilet bowl is cleaner than some of these water bottles.
Ugh.
And that's according to science. Don't take my word for it. Take science.
Go lick a toilet bowl and tell me if it's cleaner.
Gross.
A new study has some very, very alarming news. It's the drink bottle. It's the water bottle. Some people call it the emotional support water bottle. No, I'm serious.
That's funny.
That's a thing. Look, they've got their emotional support water
I'm
bottle.
hydrated. Yeah.
My chick uses one every day. Like she doesn't.
Yeah.
She always has a water bottle.
You know who I hate? I mean, hate, and I don't hate a lot of people. Mostly terrorists. But the people who I hate, MJ, are the ones that walk around with the whole gallon of water.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
in the
working out,
gallon.
bro.
I have a whole gallon. I'm gonna drink it all day.
And they have little markings on
I
it.
hate those people.
Hey, guess what? Michelle bought 2 of those for the house.
Oh my God, I hate
Yeah.
you. Whoa.
Yeah. Have you that giant gallon where it says almost there?
Almost there.
Yeah, it's got all the gradations.
It has positive
Oh, yeah.
reinforcement.
It has, almost there. Well, bring a picture up online.
I don't
And
want
it's
my
like,
water bottle
hey,
to talk to me.
You're almost done.
Don't puke it all up.
Good start. Looking good. Yeah.
Yeah.
She bought that?
Yeah, she bought 2. She bought one for me and one for herself.
It's kind of a gimmick.
You guys are tools.
Yeah.
The owner at the Spy Coffee Shop has millions of them. I hand them out.
There's a new study that's out on your water bottle that you're carrying around. The new study finds that reusable bottles can harbor 40,000 times more bacteria than the average toilet seat.
No.
Is it good bacteria or bad bacteria?
The Orlando Convention Center, those toilet seats were not cleaner than a water bottle. I will tell you that.
So at the Orlando Convention
They're
Center?
not cleaner. No, I'm not going to. I don't believe it. Is it the mildew?
The research project calls these water bottles that people are carrying around a portable petri dish.
I mean, sure. What happens is you don't put them in like the the dishwasher or sanitize them between uses.
Listen to this.
How do you clean them better?
Just maybe rinse them and refill them.
Rinse them, use soap, put them in the dishwasher.
People aren't doing that?
But that's not what people are doing. You have it, you just rinse it out, you put new stuff in it.
For whatever reason, people think, oh, it's just got water in it. I don't need to clean. Oh, it's getting cleaned with water all the time.
No, water gets mildew.
Yeah, well, it's nasty. Listen to this.
Just drink your spit like I do all day.
How much spit do you generate a day?
That's a good question. Can you
Google that for me? How much
you generate enough to survive off of?
How much spit do you generate a day?
I mean, you'd be your own ecosystem.
Is it
You'd
like
have to add water eventually.
Is it a pint? Roxanne, are you Googling that?
Yes.
Roxanne,
I'm gonna
Googling
bring
that.
Let's bring in your little inspirational water jug and spin in it all day.
I would say a pint. How much saliva?
Almost there.
How much saliva does a human generate on average per day? Do
Okay,
you have
this
it?
is per Live Science or Live Science.
It's live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our salivary glands churn out about 2 to 4 pints of spit every day.
I said 1 pint, 2 to 4 pints.
I mean, most of it you're re-ingesting.
Listen, if you have, the folks that are very sloshy talkers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Frog, you know some sloshy talkers, don't you?
Oh, jeez, everybody knows a sloshy talker. It's the most annoying thing in the world. I'm just a little.
I love a good sloshy talker.
All right, let me give you the science here.
Yes.
Researchers swab parts of different water bottles 3 times each, including the spout lid, the straw lid, and the squeeze top lid, and found 2 types of bacteria present: gram-negative rods and bacillus. Gram-negative bacteria can cause infections that are increasingly resistant to antibiotics. That's because as a society, we have been overprescribed antibiotics for decades, and you reduce the effectiveness of, you get the strains that get around, the medications these days. You've heard of like the penicillin-resistant crap. It's terrible. So we've got the gram-negative bacteria, and then certain types of bacillus can result in gastrointestinal issues.
Ugh.
So you're walking around with your gallon jug of positive reinforcement with like a petri dish of just disgustingness on it.
You might as well lick a toilet at a Greyhound bus station.
Well, you know what's even dirtier than that in the water bottle family is my kids' water
Your
bottles.
bottom of your feet?
Yeah, those two. You can see those on the MJ Morning Show Facebook page.
Yes.
But my kids' water bottles, I mean, I wash them all the time, but they bring the same one to school every day.
Oh, you got preschool snot all over those things? And everything? Oh, my God. All right, so here's the deal. Let me give you some examples. So comparing the cleanliness of the water bottles to other household objects paints a really nasty picture here. The water bottle contains twice as many germs as the kitchen sink, and kitchen sinks are nasty, can harbor 4 times the amount of bacteria as a computer mouse, and 14 times more than a pet's drinking bowl.
Would you rather lick a computer mouse or drink water out of your dog bowl?
What they're saying is the water bottle is dirtier than your dog's bowl.
Yeah.
So scientifically, you're better off drinking the water out of your dog's bowl.
Roxanne brings up a very interesting question.
It's a good. Would
you
you
have
rather?
your dog's bowl or
Yeah.
my computer mouse here, MJ? Which one would you rather lick? Or
You have to do one. You have to lick one.
I would lick a computer mouse.
I think it might seem counterintuitive, but the science is saying that the water bottle is dirtier than everything.
I taught my dog to wash her butt in her water, so she's got butt water. She actually does it every day. She rinses it.
So her butt's clean, but her mouth is not.
Yes, no.
Folks, you're never going to be able to look at someone carrying one of those water bottles again. Just imagining, just like look at it and just imagine all of the bacteria. Imagine your eyes are like a 10,000 times electron microscope or something, and imagine all of the bacteria just swarming all over that bottle they're carrying.
That's gross.
It is. I'm looking at your cup right now. It's gross.
I love it. It's delicious.
I came across a guy at the convention that I was talking to, and he had booze in one of those things, and he was walking around.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people hide booze.
It sounds empty.
I just finished it.
Yeah, we can tell. What was that from?
Sounds mildewy.
Hurry up, Froggy. I'm running late.
I don't care.
No, but these
What were you saying?
Who cares? It doesn't matter.
No, finish your thought.
At the convention, I saw a guy who had one of those, but he had booze in it. And He was
Yeah.
just chugging that the whole day.
Dude, these Yeti cups keep your drink cold all day. You get drunk. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
They work.
A dad is asking, am I the bleep hole? You know the Reddit subgroup?
Oh, yeah.
AITA?
Yeah, am I the a-hole?
Yeah.
There's a Reddit subgroup where people, they roll out something they've done and they ask the Reddit group, hey, am I the bleep hole here? A father and a 22-year-old daughter. He's asking for what he did to the daughter. Is he the bleep hole? What did dad do to the 22-year-old daughter? Hang on. You'll hear this next and a whole lot more on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Q105, Toto, Africa, 8:55. The one thing that bugs me about that song, and I like Toto. I like a lot of the Toto music, but the whole Kilimanjaro line that's jammed in there, it just so doesn't fit.
It's one of the most shoehorned lyrics
I thought
ever.
the Serengeti was like, in the Serengeti.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant
Serengeti.
I meant Serengeti. Thank you.
Yes, in the Serengeti.
In the Serengeti. Thank you, Fester, for correcting me. The Serengeti line is just totally shoehorned in there.
No, Weezer remade that song a couple years ago, and it was a hit. And
that's
it's actually
right.
way better than that version.
That's right. Weezer did remake that thing.
Their version is fantastic, and there's no shoehorning.
I like Weezer.
Rivers Cuomo will not shoehorn.
8:55 at the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for listening. So a father is asking on Reddit, and you know what? It's a really cool subgroup on Reddit.
AITA.
Am I the bleep hole?
And it puts out all kinds of scenarios or situations in real life.
They roll out those items, and they ask people in the thread on Reddit. So here's what happened. Am I the bleep hole?
Are these things real?
Yeah, people put out real situations.
Hold on. I'm guessing that it's probably
Some of them are probably fake.
Probably 50-50. I'm sure it's like entertaining to some people to come up with, crazy scenarios.
And see what responses they get.
Exactly, Roxanne, 100%. So this father writes on the Reddit group, Am I the bleep hole? That he cut off his 22-year-old daughter's car payments because father learned that she's a stripper while attending college. That his daughter is working at a gentleman's club and stripping. Cut off the daughter because he found about that she was stripping for money. And
As opposed to?
This got
Maybe as opposed
Drugs?
stripping for fun?
No, for drugs
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
for,
yeah,
there's for money.
So the father posted this on Reddit, and he announced on Reddit in the thread that he was going to no longer assist with his daughter's car payments because he discovered that she was working as a dancer, as a stripper. 47-year-old father allegedly asks the Reddit subgroup on this, the viral thread, Am I the bleep hole, where shares a story about a coworker said, hey, by the way, your daughter's making some money in college. She's working at a strip club. So the guy apparently confronted his 22-year-old daughter who lives on campus at the college that she goes to. And he said, hey, is it true you're dancing? And I guess she admits yes. And dad said, would you please stop dancing at a strip club?
Oh, come on, Dad.
And dad said that she should work at McDonald's
Okay.
and not use her body to make money. Hey, am I a creep if I want to see what this daughter looks like?
I mean, it adds to the story.
MJ, what if you found out Chloe was stripping in Scotland?
You're the 22-year-old.
Froggy,
You're the
why
What?
are you bringing that up?
Because she's the same age. I just want to see what you would do.
I don't think there are any.
What would you do?
I don't think there are any strip clubs in St. Andrews.
Welcome to Scotland's biggest strip club.
Coming to the stage now.
Guys, I don't even say my daughter's name.
No, she's coming up later. We're coming up next.
Right,
it's
Fester.
haggis. Let's give it up for haggis, boys.
Chloe, get on up here.
Froggy,
What's your favorite song?
That is over the line.
Okay.
Stop it.
Play the flogging mollies.
Froggy, stop it.
Flogging Molly.
Froggy,
I'm just saying,
don't even go
All right,
there.
I'm sorry. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because
God.
that is rude
I
to
don't
talk
have
about
a
my
daughter.
daughter that way.
You guys have daughters.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
So, what?
You're the only one in this room who can relate on a very personal level because you have
Because
a
of
daughter
her
of
age.
the same age. I mean, I have an 11-year-old daughter, so I'm like,
what if Chloe was? What if Chloe? Okay,
Stop mentioning my daughter's name.
What if a girl in Scotland who was away at school in Scotland originally from Tampa, Florida?
We stop it.
MJ, seriously.
Roxanne, why are you piling on now?
I'm just trying to get a scenario
Forget
going.
this stripping. Put her in the middle of an international drug ring or something that
Keep my daughter out of illicit activities. Stop.
That's what that father was trying to do,
MJ,
too.
can I give you a real scenario with these chooches talking over here? I have a real scenario. What if you found out Chloe was making $1 million a year, but she was on OnlyFans?
All right, Froggy, will you
What
stop?
would you do? What? That's a real question, Truth Boost style. Hal Herman. Yeah. Get in here, Hal. All right, what do you need?
Stop.
I'm just asking.
Anyway, the father...
Not going to answer?
The father on Reddit writes, quote, I asked her to quit stripping and get a decent job. She refused and said stripping was easy money. So basically, I said there was no need for me to pay her card payment anymore since she's making money so easily. She got upset, and she said that it wasn't fair and that she doesn't make enough for that. I told her to figure it out.
Oh, she's going to figure it out. She wants to make more money at that place?
Yeah, the man
She
said
can.
that his wife similarly didn't approve of their daughter's job choice, but agreed that it wasn't fair for him to cut her off. I think it's perfectly fair, he said. It's my money and my decision when to cut it off. 20,000 reactions at last check. And he has since received the bleep hole tag, so he has been declared the bleep hole here.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, Dad.
Yep.
If you cut off her car payment and she doesn't make enough money, she can figure out ways to earn more money at that establishment.
Bester,
Well,
if your daughter
Yeah.
Yes.
was 21,
knock it off.
I mean, she'll probably be really, hideous. So
You know-
I think that's going to be an option. for her.
This could be a tough ask. But listen, hey, Fat, what did you just say?
I said my daughter. She's cute now, but she's gonna grow up to be, like me. She's gonna take after me. She's gonna be balding. She's gonna have a beard. She's gonna be
Hairy
overweight, hairy
Oh,
back.
You're talking about this about your 11-year-old daughter, Hadley?
Your daughter's lovely.
She's cute.
You're saying that your daughter's going to be a hairy fat girl?
A lot of kids.
That's what you're saying.
So cute.
What kind of father are you?
My daughter is so thin. I'm just waiting for her to explode.
What is
my
wrong
God.
with you?
I mean, my son's 5 and he
You
weighs
look like a
86
blueberry.
My son's 6, he weighs 86 pounds. I'm like, oh, that's my boy.
Dude,
Did you just burp?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Yeah. It's not gonna be-
Hadley, don't
All
listen
right,
to
tell
him.
you
Real
what, you want to
lovely.
talk to your kids like that, just leave my Chloe out of
Chloe's
this,
gonna get
okay?
a job at a buffet. Oh, I'm sorry. Hadley's gonna get a job at a buffet.
Don't mention. Keep Chloe's name out your
Yes.
mouth.
Yeah.
Should we?
The $2 million he spent keeping her in Scotland for 3 years.
Why is the IT guy hanging? Hey,
What's up? Come on. You coming in or what?
sorry.
Coming out.
Why is the IT?
I don't know. Why are you creeping our
what's
room?
up?
This is Josh, the IT guy. He's lurking.
Yeah.
So hold on. Come here. No,
Roxanne is physically
here.
leaving our
Roxanne,
studio?
go to your microphone.
Yeah.
Hey,
Come on,
it's
Sketch, right?
no, Justin.
Justin.
Justin's the new IT guy. All right. So Justin, why are you lurking? Our new IT guy, Justin. Why are you lurking outside our studio?
to help,
Hey, talk in the microphone.
I'm trying to help her out with the wide orbit.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Wide orbit. One thing I do, part of my routine, is I just go and I check the wide orbit computer.
By the way, Wide Orbit is the computer system that runs all the music and the commercials.
Yes.
This is real inside baseball.
And it
I
sucks.
have Max on the phone
And
right here.
and it blows.
Hi,
Yes.
Max.
Can we get next gen? Can we get? You don't know about all this because you're learning the broadcast realm. But yeah, Wide Orbit is not endorsed by me. Let me put it that way. All right. Anyway,
It's a real turd.
All right. So can you deal with this after the show, Roxanne?
Not really.
All right, then just take a break now, Roxanne.
Yeah,
We're just
is
gonna-
it cool? Is it working now? I'm
I
good.
have no idea. I was going to go over there. And
All right. Anyway, let me get back to the program. I just saw you lurking. You're distracting me.
Thanks, Justin.
You're like just. Hey, thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. All right. So where was I?
I don't know.
Oh, I was going to ask if I go to phones and I ask for listeners to call in, have you ever discovered that your kid was stripping? Have you ever discovered that your daughter was working at a strip club?
Or son.
Or hang on a minute. Or are there any women listening that you have stripped in the past and then you try to keep it secret, but then family and friends found out? Phone's already ringing here. 800-990-1047.
I follow a stripper. It's not a stripper page, but a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Where it's strippers before and after getting ready for work. Dude, some of these girls have meth scabs, boogers hanging out of their nose,
my God.
no teeth, and then they do makeup, and they're
knockouts.
They're knockouts. I don't understand it.
Well, you've seen some of the catfish stuff right online.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some of the stories. All right, let's go to phones here. This could be a tough ask. I don't know if we're going to get calls on this. 800-990-1047. That's the number. So if you're a parent, did you ever discover that your daughter was working at a strip club? Or if you are the daughter, did your parents or friends or did anyone, maybe your job, did you do things like dance or strip at a club and you tried to do this secretly, but then you were discovered? So I got a couple of different angles here. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. We'll call you anonymous. Anyway, phones are ringing. Andrew's screening calls. 800-990-1047 is how you get in. Use your name or stay anonymous. So moms or dads, you ever discover that your precious daughter was working at a strip club? Or if you were the daughter, were you ever found out? 800-990-1047 is how you get in.
MJ, how are you not involving OnlyFans in this these days?
Yeah,
you know what?
That's what makes it.
What if you find out your daughter's on OnlyFans?
You know what? You're right. So let me introduce newer technology here.
Thank you.
So good point, Froggy. If did you discover? And listen, we can expand this, not just daughter. Have you discovered that someone you've known actually has a secret life on OnlyFans, or are you on OnlyFans and have you been discovered as you've tried to keep it quiet and secret? All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047, the number here on the MJ Morning Show. Benvenuto is in Hudson. Hey, Ben, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. How you doing?
We're doing fine. What happened?
I got a 20-year-old daughter who's a stripper.
Whoa. And did she keep it a secret, or did she let you in on all this?
I found out I was watching her dogs, and she came home about 6 in the morning, and I said, "What's going on?" And she told me she's an entertainer. I walked away crying, but, I don't want to lose my daughter, so I accept it, and nothing I can really do right now. She lives by herself, and she's making a hell of a lot more money than I am.
Holy crap.
You get yourself a clear pair of heels.
Hold on. Did she came home at 6 in the morning because you were watching the dog? She didn't expect you to be there at 6 a.m.?
No, I was out walking the dog. I usually get up about 4 or 5 and go work out at Planet Fitness, but I was walking her dog. I didn't go that morning. She came home, and I had a discussion with her, and I found out.
She's dancing at the cheetah.
Did she come home dressed up like a stripper?
No.
Okay.
Now, what did the conversation entail?
I said, "What's going on? Why are you coming home so late?" She told me she was bartending. And then
so how long did it take her to come clean that she was doing more than bartending?
Probably a couple months.
Oh, so she had you on the hook that she was a bartender for a while.
And then how long was she working at a strip club prior to you finding out she's coming home at 6 a.m.?
Probably about 3 or 4 months.
Wow. And is she still doing it?
Oh, yes.
And how long has it been? How long ago was this 6 a.m. dog walk deal where she came home late? How long ago was that?
Probably about 2 months ago.
All right, so this is fairly fresh and recent.
Yeah.
Did she tell you? So she's 20 years old. When did she turn 20? Well, she can't even drink yet. When did she turn 21?
October 8th. She'll be 21.
Yeah, baby.
And what kind of money is your daughter making?
About $25,000 a month.
Jesus.
What the hell?
Christ on
$25,000 a month?
Can I ask you a question, sir? I don't want you to take offense to this. Is she hot?
Very hot.
Oh, creepy.
So
that's $25,000 a month is $300,000 a year.
Good for her.
So
so hold on. She's got to be working at one of the higher end places, not one of the one of the seedy joints.
Yeah, what's it called? I don't know. It's called Von Venus or something in Tampa, the oldest. I don't know.
Oh,
hold on.
yeah,
she's working. Venus. Wait a minute. She's working at Mons Venus?
Yeah.
She's at the top of the top then.
Wow.
They have. I haven't been in years, but I've always heard.
So, do you know what? Do you know what her stage name is? Is it one of the cool names, like after a car?
I don't want to know anything about it.
But so you don't know your daughter's stage name?
No.
All right.
So you've never been to Mons Venus.
Benvenuto, what kind of car do you drive?
I'll be 61 to 23rd. I never been to a strip club in my life.
What a
So it's not
story.
something that runs in the family.
Do you drive an Audi?
Why would you think that would run in the family,
No, I
Roxanne?
just pointed that out.
Do you
As a
drive an
comparison. What did you say,
I'm just trying to
Fester?
make a car name stripper joke. It's not going
And
anywhere.
of course, Roxanne, your name is part of a song which is about
a prostitute.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
guess so.
the red light.
I was thinking
You don't have to
more-
leave
You
on the
don't
road.
have to turn on the
I
red
was
light.
named for Cyrano de Bergerac. I've been texting the father of my 2 daughters, and he said that he would immediately cut off all car payments.
You mean Doug?
Yeah.
Dig Doug?
Why don't you say his name?
because I wanted to emphasize the point that we have 2 daughters.
Oh, okay.
MJ,
I think that she doesn't want me to play the jingle is what it is.
And
Doug. Hey, Ben, thanks for calling in.
Thank you, Ben.
You guys have a wonderful day.
You
Wow.
too. Thanks for sharing.
Okay, tell your daughter to call the Hollands.
But is that? Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. She's making $300 a year at 20. She needs some financial advice.
Yeah. Hey,
Just pick yourself up, kid.
but that's got to be awkward. I mean, because he said, yeah, his daughter's hot.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
MJ,
I don't know if I could say that. Ugh.
Listen.
Yeah.
Do you think your daughter's hot, MJ?
All right, Froggy, leave my daughter out of it. All right,
listen,
stop.
Render your verdict. On this guy's
Yeah,
situation,
yeah.
not tying it to your situation.
What?
On this guy's situation, cutting off the car payment, is he the A?
SS?
If the
Yeah.
daughter's making plenty of money and she can afford her own car payment,
Yeah.
then dad should not be subsidizing the deal.
I agree with that.
Look
I
at
agree with
that.
that. I don't want to say that and cast judgment on people who are in that business.
You don't want
the
to cast
OnlyFans-
aspersions?
Yeah, on people who are in that business, the OnlyFans business, because obviously they're making a lot of money.
Some people
and some
are.
of them.
Yeah, some people.
But I also think, like, whenever I look at Daviana, she has not met a pole she didn't love and hang.
Oh my
from.
God! You're talking about your 5-year-old daughter and a pole?
So what I'm saying is, I don't want to jinx myself. I don't want to jinx myself. We go to Armature Works, and she'll climb those water pipes. Or the water, the whatever they are.
You got to
Anyways.
tranquilize your kid.
MJ,
You need some puppy downers or something.
I know a girl.
Some doggy downers.
I know a woman
Yeah.
a girl who's on OnlyFans, and she was on it for a couple of years.
Why do you know someone that's on OnlyFans? Does Kim, your wife, know about this?
This is just a girl that I went to high school with. I've just known her for years.
How do you know she's on
Because
OnlyFans?
she posts about it every day. Go join everybody. Join. She doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I'm getting $10 a month,
But
I want
listen,
everybody to see it.
The thing is, her son got to the age where other kids started talking about
That's
it.
a problem.
And she had to cancel it, cut it off.
That's a big problem.
Because her son was begging her, please, because all my friends talk about are your boobs.
Hey, do we know what's going on with this is a weird story, and we're going to follow this. And Fester, I don't know if you want me to talk about this. I'm going to talk about it just quickly. I want to keep all names out of it right now.
Okay.
But we have a guy that works here at the Beasley Media Group.
Yes.
We have a guy that works here. He's a very well-liked employee.
Okay.
We can say who he is, right?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, go ahead.
Can we?
Okay, so it's Zitto.
Right.
Zitto works at our.
Zito's one of my best buddies.
Yeah, he works at our sister station, The Shark.
Zito's on 98.7 The Shark.
He's a great guy. And
why are we talking about Zitto?
Well, there may be an opportunity for us to help him or explore something.
Well,
I don't even know how to put this.
Here's the deal. From what I understand, he dropped off an expensive watch for repair, and now...
Do you want me to get him on the line? I mean, he can explain the story to you, or I mean,
Oh, he does have a nice watch.
I talked to him yesterday at.
Give me his phone number. I don't want you to dial on your cell phone. And
Hold on, let me pull it up here.
give me his phone number.
Somebody trying to rip off the Zeets?
No.
Well, it's just a weird situation. He gave his watch to a well-known place for repair like 3 months ago, and now he can't get them to call him back, and it's like, what's going on here?
So I mean, he's and I talked to Zitto yesterday at length, and it's a nice watch, and
It's a Rolex, isn't it?
And it's a reputable place. So it's not like he went to like some guy who has like a van in some parking lot.
That schlub has a Rolex?
I mean, yeah, I was as surprised as you were.
Hey, here's your phone.
All right, I hope he answers.
Yeah.
And because I told him we went and talked to him today because he's trying to come up with a resolution to it.
So he's trying to get his watch back, and what's the deal? He's trying to call them, and they won't return his call, or... Do we know what's going on?
You sure didn't take home 2 women from the casino?
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. I didn't set him up or anything for today,
Yeah.
MJ. So,
Your call has been forwarded to a...
All right. Hey, try him back.
all right. So MJ,
So tell me the details that we know.
around Christmas time, he drops off his Rolex to the
store.
To the store,
Yeah.
right?
Christmas time.
Yeah. So it's been like several months, and
I mean, it's almost 3 months.
and these nicer watches sometimes they have to get sent away to be fixed, or I think he knocked it or something, and the crystal fell out, so it needed a little bit
I
of
think
repair.
it had rainbow crystals in it.
Whatever he had going on, I don't know, but he can't get an answer back. The passcode 0000. MJ,
That would
my cell
be
phone.
so annoying.
You took it out of the address book.
Your passcode 0000.
Yeah. MJ's looking at my phone for the number.
Fester's phone number is 813-310-8444. While I'm holding his phone, texts are coming in from listeners.
There we go.
I'm holding his phone. It's going.
It's right there. If the screen goes black, just 0000 get you back. So I see that he made a post about it. He's upset he can't get a call back or can't get a straight answer. If where his watch is, if it's been repaired, can he pick it up? And it's been months, and he's just really, really frustrated by it. And he put this out there on social media, so I called him. I'm thinking maybe we can help him. So his plan...
But it's a well-known jeweler, too. I mean, it's a reputable place.
If I had to name top 3 or 4 watch repair places in the area, this place would come up on my list.
And he can't... They've got his Rolex... And he can't get a...
Your call has been forwarded.
He's not...
Maybe it's because he sleeps so late.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so listen, the plan is, here's the plan.
Yeah.
He's going to go there today, go to the store today calmly, and just ask for his watch back.
Oh, I hope he videos it.
I'll tell him to video it, yes.
You have to video it.
So I told him, listen, go there, give the place an opportunity to give you your watch back. Everybody's even. I mean, it may be fixed. It may not be fixed. He doesn't know. He can't get a straight answer.
So he calls, and what do they tell him?
They're running him around.
I think they said the watch repair guy had a heart attack. They still
hold
need
on.
it.
Are you making this up?
No, these are all. I talked to him yesterday at length about
The watch repair guy had a heart attack?
The watch cobbler?
He's getting excuses. I mean, he has to speak to the proprietor of the place. He can't get a call back from them. He can't get a hold of the boss of the operation.
I know he talked to the proprietor, but he has to talk to the owner.
The proprietor is the owner. So he's going there today.
That's pretty funny.
He wants to get his watch back, just in his possession.
I don't blame him. He wants to get his damn watch back at the hiccups.
I mean, he can take it somewhere else to get fixed, or if it's not, there's a lot of unanswered questions. If he doesn't get his watch today, I have Zitto telling us the whole story tomorrow. Maybe we can just help advance his cause to get him his watch back, which is all we want. We just want to help a friend.
How much money is this guy making here that he's got a Rolex? That's what I want to know.
Well, he has a...
Is it a fake Rolex?
Did you know Zitto owns like 100 properties?
Really?
No, I made that up completely.
He has 100 doors. 100 doors. Follows one of those guys on YouTube.
Complete lie.
Hey, there's one other Oscars thing that I want to deal with, and this is the Hugh Grant interview. And there are 2 schools of thought. So Sunday night, the Oscars, and Hugh Grant did an interview with Ashley Graham. Now, Ashley Graham is the very attractive. What is it politically correct to call her the plus size model? Yeah. Okay.
I know that.
All right, so you were saying the exact same words I'm about to say.
Of course.
So Ashley Graham is a well-known, very attractive plus size model with a very vibrant career, and she was doing red carpet interviews, and she's interviewing Hugh Grant, and Hugh Grant, I mean, gives her like the total kind of bleep-hole-ish.
He's a real pompous
non-answers. I mean, she's asking questions, and Hugh Grant is being as uncooperative as possible, making it just a very awkward interview.
You know what questions I would ask then if I...
I mean, hey, let's talk. What was her name?
You don't want to answer any questions, Hugh? Well, let me drop this one on you.
Tell us about that hooker you picked up on Hollywood or Sunset or Hollywood in L.A.
Oh, please, I won't answer any questions about that, no.
But
what was her name?
Divine Brown.
Her name was Divine
We
Brown.
flew her in. So,
oh, my God, that's right.
Guys, we flew Divine Brown in.
Nuts. Are you kidding me?
This is old MJ and BJ stuff.
She was fantastic.
After Hugh Grant was busted for soliciting a prostitute looking for a type of sex act, and it was like right off of Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. And remember the famous appearance that
Jay Leno take number one.
Right. Remember Jay Leno had the first interview after, and Hugh Grant comes out, and then the first question that Jay Leno asks was, "What were you thinking?" Hey, Andrew, see if you can dig up the audio on that. Find the Jay Leno audio.
That's the highest rated Leno episode ever.
The hooker, her name was Divine Brown.
Yeah.
We brought her in. Was it for like Gasparilla Night Parade, I think?
Was she the
we flew her in. We found she had like an agent after this is a hooker. She got an agent in Hollywood.
Good for her.
And it cost us like $10,000. We flew Divine Brown in, the hooker that Hugh Grant picked up in Hollywood. We brought her into Tampa Bay, and we did like a whole like weekend event with her. I think it might have been even the Ybor Night Parade.
Do you have the audio? I want to hear what his voice sounds like. Isn't he a pompous English ass?
I'm going to play the audio from the Oscars. So this is the pre-show. This is the red carpet, and I'm going to play the audio. And Andrew's got the Jay Leno thing. Listen to the question she's asking, and listen to Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant, you are a veteran of the Oscars, and you've been here a few times.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about coming to the Oscars?
It's fascinating. The whole of humanity is here. It's Vanity Fair.
Oh, it's all about Vanity
Yeah.
Fair. Yes, that's where we let loose and have a little bit of fun. What are you most excited to see tonight?
To see?
Yeah, well, I know that you probably watched a few of the movies. Are you excited to see anybody win? Do you have your hopes up for anyone?
No one in particular.
Okay, well.
This is a rough interview.
All right,
but
she sucks.
All right, but hold on, wait.
She's a terrible interviewer.
Don't jump in there yet. Hold on a minute.
Gosh, Fester.
Just calm down.
Hugh Grant, you are.
Oh, I didn't pause and I stopped it. Oh, damn. Anyway, so let me let this run a second. But yeah, so Fester, I gotta replay a little bit. So Fester, you're correct.
She's a model. She's not an interviewer on a red carpet.
You're gonna judge models like that?
She's not an interviewer.
A lot of people are coming to her defense and saying that Hugh Grant was a total putz. But as I listen to the question, she's not asking.
I don't think
the
he's
best
doing that bad of a
questions
job.
here. Yeah.
See tonight.
To see?
Yeah, well, I know that you probably watched a few of the movies. Are you excited to see anybody win? Do you have your hopes up for anyone?
No one in particular.
Okay, well, what are you wearing tonight then?
Just my suit.
Your suit? Who
Yeah.
made
This is a rough interview.
Yeah.
Yes. What's the movie with the fat ass? What is it?
Hugh is answering the question.
How does he not know?
So you didn't make it.
I can't remember. My tailor.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the tailor.
Yeah.
So tell me, what does it feel like to be in Glass Onion? It was such an amazing film. I really loved it. I love a thriller. How fun is it to shoot something like that?
Well, I'm barely in it. I'm in it for about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
This is like
That's where it gets mean.
It's
but
terrible.
True. Yeah.
But still, you showed up and you had fun, right?
Almost.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
what a jerk.
Well, thank you so much. It was nice to talk to you.
Yeah.
Back to you guys.
Hope you have a divine night.
I'm sure it was. Well, let's talk about the oral sex you solicited from a hooker. Let's talk about that.
Hugh answered the questions.
No, he didn't.
He wasn't
Listen,
terribly excited to be there, but he did.
Okay.
Two things are at play. Two things at play. Ashley Graham is a terrible interviewer, at least in that particular realm.
I'm a big fan of your cracker,
So
Ashley.
that was not a very good interview, and Hugh Grant could have played along a little better. Instead, was acting like a turd
I
to
think he
her.
was
To be
being
quite
latest.
to be quite honest.
That's a good assessment.
I bet you if it was some hot model, he would have been like, "Oh yes, let me give you all the answers."
She is a hot model.
I don't. You said she was like a. Oh my God, what am I saying? Never mind. It's like an awful person.
What is wrong with you, Froggy?
I haven't seen who it is.
She is a hot model.
Okay, she doesn't look like Rachel Dratch or nothing.
No, she's a beautiful woman. She has a talented career as a model.
Okay,
but she's not an interviewer.
And then Hugh Grant was presenting later on Sunday night, and who was with her? It was Hugh Grant and what's her name?
It was the
attractive. Hang on, I'll play. Listen to this.
We're actually here to do two things. The first.
Thank you. Is Andy McDowell. So Andy McDowell. Here, listen.
We're actually here to do two things. The first is to raise awareness about the vital importance of using a good moisturizer.
Lady Gaga.
Andy has been wearing one every day for the last 29 years. I've never used one in my life. Still stunning, basically a scrotum.
So he's saying his face looks like a scrotum.
But he said he's still
What's the matter with this guy?
He pointed to her. She's still stunning.
Okay.
She uses it every day. She's stunning. I don't.
Gotcha.
I look like a sack.
That's what he's saying. All right, quick break. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. Don't move. I got a lot to cram in. Next, here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105.
fire the local radio legend Zitto on line 11 here.
Can you put that in a sentence that like
who cares about him?
Normal people would say?
Listen, we were trying to call Zitto last segment. He was in the shower.
Let's open merch instead.
I didn't know that radio guys showered, but he does, and he was in the shower when we tried to call him a couple of times.
Here's
he's
the
on
deal.
line 11.
Zitto, who works with us here at the Beasley Media Group here in Tampa Bay, he, I guess, made Festival aware. How did you find out about this
So
festival?
I follow him on social media. I try to follow all the.
So he mentioned on social media that he put his watch in for repair 3 months ago and can't seem to get it back and can't get a phone call or anything?
I could tell by his social media post that he's getting chapped.
Gotcha.
So I thought I'd call him about it.
Hey, Zitto, so you were in the shower when we talked about this last segment, and it was kind of spontaneous. It just kind of came up. All right, so we're not going to Zitto, we're not going to mention the name of the store. It is a well-known, reputable place. I mean, they've been around for years and years. So this is a Rolex watch, correct?
It is.
Now, how much money do you make here in order to afford a Rolex watch?
Well, that's classified,
But I will tell you, he is one of the more high-profile talents in this
I
building.
told them, Zitto, that you have a real estate empire that nobody knows about.
All right, so Zitto, what Rolex is it? Now, I'm not a Rolex owner. I'm not a huge Rolex fan. I'm a watch fan.
He calls people who have Rolexes douches.
No,
Zitto.
I don't. Will you
Yes,
stop?
you
I
have.
do not. All right, so Zitto, which Rolex do you have? Do you have a Pepsi? Do you have a root beer? You got a Hulk? What do you have?
It's it's not the fancy gold one, obviously.
Is it an Oyster Perpetual? Which one do you have?
Yeah, it's the Oyster date only.
Oh, the Date Just. So it's the Rolex Date Just, I think they call it.
Date Just. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I know watches. Even though I don't own Rolex, I never have. I do know what they offer. All right, so is this a stainless model?
It is. It's stainless.
How long have you had it?
About 20 years.
Oh, it's a long time. All right.
Wow, Zitto, I don't see you as a watch guy.
So you bring this watch in for repair, Zitto, and they've had it since what date?
It has to be 2 or 3 days after Christmas.
Yeah. When I spoke to you yesterday, you said it was like December 27th. The next couple days.
So we're coming up on 3 months. Now, what happens when you call them to ask about your Rolex watch repair?
It's kind of funny because now things are getting a little strange right now. So
why are they getting strange?
I don't know. I'll call and then they'll say, "Hey, we'll look into it. We'll call you back," and nobody will call me back.
Does someone answer and just go, doo-doo-doo, we're sorry, you reached the wrong number?
We're sorry. The number you've reached has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
Zitto, didn't you tell me yesterday that they tried telling you the watchmaker or the watch repair guy had a heart attack or something, or he died or something?
Yeah, so the last time I walked in there was about 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. I walk in there. I start inquiring about it again. I didn't get out of control just yet. I started getting a little agitated while I was there, and they tried to calm me down by making me feel bad, tell me that the watchmaker, dropped down to one knee and had a heart attack.
Yeah, the clutcher.
I'm sorry. This is not funny.
I like to drop down to one knee.
It's not funny. It's not funny. All right. So,
kind of funny.
All right. Now, I just can't believe they can't give you an answer. Maybe they lost your watch.
I think they have. I mean, the funny part, not funny part, is that I get a phone call in mid-February saying, "Hey, you could come pick it up on Monday." I was out of town that week, and I came back. I went to pick it up. And that's when all this started going on.
Wait, so they said your watch was ready to be picked up. You get there and they don't have your watch for you to pick up?
They don't have it.
Maybe they gave it to somebody else, accidentally.
Do they think you're just going to disappear? What if you're going to go away? I'm going to forget about my Rolex?
What's the problem with actually naming the place and calling them out?
Well,
for
not
this?
yet, because here's the thing. And Zitto and I talked about this yesterday. He's going there today to give them an opportunity to just give me the watch back.
Zitto, record it with your phone.
Everything's even. You know what? No harm, no foul. It's been 3 months wasted, but you know what? Just give me the watch back and we're all good.
You have to record it. They'll take you seriously if you record it with your phone.
And
Right
listen,
in their
this
face.
is a well-known, jeweler. It's listen, I endorse International Diamond Center. It is not them. Roxanne endorses Golden Diamond Source. It's not them.
Let me go through the ones I endorse.
No. Hey, but this
Oh,
is a pretty well-known. It's not Ackerman. Mason endorses Ackerman Jewelers.
Yeah, sure. Ron Ackerman up there. Yeah.
So all three, we have three big names here. We endorse different, jewelry stores and companies. So it's none of the ones we endorse.
Was it Jerry's Jewelers?
But it's a well-known place, which I always thought had a good reputation. And listen, I'll tell you right now, Zitto, I have a friend that had to send a Patek Philippe in for service to the Stern Watch Agency, which handles Patek Philippe up in New York. And it took like 7 or 8 months for them to repair the watch.
Jeez.
Right. Well, I would have no problem with that if they would just call me back and say, hey, it's going to take 7 or 8 months for us to repair your watch, instead of when I call, we'll call you Monday, and then nobody calls.
Yeah, you're getting the runaround. Yeah, I think, listen, it's fair for you to demand an answer. What's going on here? Where is my watch? Can you show me my watch? Could you know what? You know, I'll be like the creepy pedophile guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'll tell you what, you roll the corpse right in here. You say, you roll the heart attack watchmaker right in here.
You talking about the guy that played Ed Rooney?
Yeah, Ed Rooney.
Ed Rooney.
Yeah.
You want to borrow one of my Richard Millies?
No, it's Richard Mille.
Oh,
and you don't have one of those, Froggy.
Yeah, you're right.
And either do I.
The character's name is the guy's name is Jeffrey Jones, the creep that played Ed Rooney.
Ed?
So
Ed?
Maybe they can like FaceTime you with your watch.
Yeah, I mean, what is going on? They could send me a text picture of it.
Zitto, are you going there today?
Yeah, I'm going to go there today.
What time are you going?
Yeah, like pretty soon. Like right before I get to work, which is pretty soon.
They open at 10.
You need some muscle?
All right, you go in there and you report back to Fester what the story is, because if we need to escalate this on the MJ Morning Show, we're happy to help you out.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
We had a
That's
guy fired from a bank one time, Zitto, all right? You don't mess with us.
We made that guy's life hell.
Because I'm into horology.
I'm gonna mess with you guys.
Horology? What's horology?
Me too. I love horology.
Well, no, I think it's different. Whatever you're thinking it is, Froggy, I bet you that's not the answer.
It's the Cinemax series.
What is
it's watches, guys.
They call the study of watch horology?
You don't believe me? Go to M-W. You don't believe me?
I'm pretty sure it's a Cinemax movie.
Dude, it's not a Cinemax movie.
Spell it.
I'm a HOROLOGY.
You're talking about horticulture.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I'm
what I
not.
thought too, but no, it's like our horror.
All right, go ahead. First of all, close all the previous. Close all the other windows.
Close a couple of windows.
Zitto, are you naked still?
Close your window. Now, go ahead and hit it. Go ahead.
Horology.
See?
Horology. Okay,
Horology.
It's not horology.
Horology.
It's horology. It's horology.
Horology.
It's horology.
The study and measurement of
Horology.
time.
Yes. Horology. Horology. It's
Horology.
It's horology, okay?
It's always time for
Horology.
All right, so Zitto, if you need us to assist, we're happy to help.
All right, I'll let you know. Maybe I should bring Shorty Shane in with me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he'll club him in the knee.
Having dressed as a security guy.
Shorty Shade, we'll bring him right in there. All right, Zitto, thank you, pal.
Thank you.
Love you, sweetie.
Text Fester as soon as you go in there and let us know what's going on.
Good luck today.
Bye, Zitto. Good luck.
He hung up already.
That's odd, though. That's strange.
No, something definitely happened.
But he can't get a straight answer from a reputable watch and jewelry place, you know?
Being the investigative journalist that I am, do you want me to try to call the name behind the operation? Give him an equal time? I mean, I don't know.
Equal time?
No,
they're not running for mayor.
We're on Zito's side.
Let Zitto go in first.
Okay.
They open in, I'm sure they open in 20 minutes.
Yeah, they open at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
What do you think? His story isn't accurate? Like there are two sides to the
If I'm going
story?
to talk about arrest, there are two sides to stories.
Well, Zitto just told his, and it sounds pretty factual. He
Right.
didn't embellish.
So I would want to talk to the owner of the operation and give him an opportunity to make it right or say what's going on.
Maybe give him a free watch.
Oh yeah, give Zitto like an Invicta. Yeah, like $100 Invicta.
Isn't an Invicta like the
crummiest watch?
Does he have a claim check?
What's that?
Does he have like a receipt?
ticket that he got the service?
Yeah, exactly.
I brought my watch to Ackerman for service, and I'll tell you, they gave me more paperwork.
Yeah.
Every step of the way that I knew where my watch was. I had to send it off to.
Hold on, what watch do you have?
The calculator.
Oh, you have the Breitling emergency that
the Breitling.
The Breitling emergency that your father-in-law gave you. That's right.
My Breitling.
You know, the old emergency, they don't use that frequency anymore.
I still have to send it to Connecticut to get repaired.
Yeah, I love. Well, you guys should do a watch podcast.
Yeah. It's called Tick
Listen
Tick.
and watch.
It's called Horology with MJ.
I'll listen to that.
All right. So finally, before we get out of here, I'm like, what? There are $4,000 Louis Vuitton sneakers? Have you heard of this?
No. I'm not surprised.
Listen to this. An armed duo in black ski masks robbed a New York City subway rider of their Louis Vuitton sneakers. They're $4,000 a pair. What the hell?
Well, thank God they're armed. I mean, how are you going to rob a place with no arms? Get it?
All right, Froggy, come on, please. I know it's late in the show, but come on.
Do I get a quack?
Don't drag the show down, would you please?
Oh, my God. These Louis Vuitton, were they the Nikes?
They're $4,000 Louis Vuitton shoes.
Oh, those look nice.
I didn't think Louis Vuitton was still a thing.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, it's a thing.
Those are hot shoes.
Classic.
Yeah, it doesn't say whether they're Nike branded with Louis Vuitton.
Well, there's a Nike.
All I know
right
is they're. Well, hold on. So the picture that I don't have a picture. Fester has a picture, and apparently it says $4,000 sneakers. But it has a Nike swoosh.
This might be made by an artist.
This one. Okay, that might be.
Did
Anyway,
you know what the swoosh is designed after?
They're Louis Vuitton sneakers that are $4,000.
Yeah.
And then finally, before we get out of here today, and I got to pick up Julian at the airport. His plane, I think, just landed. Ooh. So Julian is my son. They do a spring break at his school where they have like 15 different trips that the whole school can go on. Jeez. And Julian is coming back from Japan, and he's got a week at home. Then he goes back to finish up and graduate. He's graduating high school. And so Julian is almost done with high school, and he's off to NYU Film School, which we're so proud of him. So he is flying in from Japan. They flew into Toronto last night, and then he flew from Toronto to LaGuardia, stayed at one of the hotels near LaGuardia all by himself, and now he's flying right now. He should have landed 2 minutes ago on Delta. So I've got to leave now and go pick up Julian at the airport and bring him home. But this is an airplane story. I don't know what possesses, in the final minutes of the show, what possesses somebody to do this? And that's to leave like a bomb threat note in a lavatory on an airplane. Why do you do that?
What a prankster.
What thrill do you get out of saying that there's a bomb on the plane and leaving the note in the bathroom on the plane? What charge or thrill does somebody get out of that?
Seeing people upset, delaying everybody.
I like to go in the bathroom before a flight and give give foot taps under the stall, you know.
They don't have stalls in.
That's at the airport.
Dude, not on the airplane. This is the airplane.
We're not
bathroom.
talking about you trolling for dudes in the lavatory, man. We're talking about on the plane.
Oh, who was that? Like, there was a senator, a U.S. senator that was like trying to pick up guys in a bathroom at like the Minneapolis airport or something.
You got quite a twitch there, sir.
Yeah, that's right. Now, this was a United Airlines flight from New Jersey to Burlington, Vermont.
Larry Craig was the senator.
Yeah, that's right. No, there was a huge emergency response on Sunday night after the note was found on Flight 3613, United Airlines from Newark to Burlington International in Vermont. 20 minutes before landing, the pilot was notified of a threat. Authorities have not described the nature of the threat, but a passenger on the flight told the outlet that somebody left a note. So you're in flight and somebody puts a note in the bathroom, there's a bomb on the plane? What the hell? So they land it, they keep the plane away from the airport in case it blows up. They evacuate everyone from the plane, and now they're trying to, piece two and two. They had bomb squads, dogs, everything responded, and they're trying to figure out who the hell did this.
Wouldn't it be funnier if, like, they put, there's a bomb in this toilet? You know?
No, you can't even make jokes like that.
Gross.
You can't make that?
Or maybe somebody left a note that said, I'm so sorry I dropped a bomb in here. I'm so sorry I bombed the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Having some stomach issues, I bombed the bathroom. All right, folks, have a great day. Website always loaded, mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. And we shall see you back here tomorrow. You want to email me? It's mj@mjmorningshow.com. Folks, we'll see you tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show. It's Q105 Radio, and let's be careful out there. You're a winner!